following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, hi, hello, and welcome to Viking Varsity Diamonds out in Kindred, North Dakota. That's the site for tonight's doubleheader between the Kindred Post 117 Vikings and the Fargo Post 2 Bombers. Eric Teoxson alongside Nick Eggman with Magnitude Sports, and we'd like to thank you for joining us today from wherever you may be. Nick, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Looks like the weather's going to miss us south, so we're going to get a full night of baseball here, and hopefully, crossing the fingers, no rain up in here in Kindred.
Knock on wood, as he says that, as referring to some weather. We have a big storm brewing, but that's just down south over near South Dakota. Some funnel clouds are spotted out near Wahpeton as well, but it looks like it's going to miss us, and we should be good for some baseball on this overcast, cloudy, and kind of windy evening. 78 degrees, your temperature out in Kindred, and once again, a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games between the Vikings and the Bombers. Nick, you got any thoughts going into this one?
I think it should be a good couple games here. Both these teams, I would like to say, are pretty evenly matched. Big games that are counters for both of them. I think they're both trying to go for that in between that 6, 5, 4, 7 range and seeding coming into the tournament here coming up. So a couple big games for both teams here.
It's hard to believe that it's already getting to be playoff push time for these two teams, but we are already almost a third of the way into the month of July, of course, coming off the 4th of July weekend, and now into the dog days of summer of sorts, as we'll have a few weeks, and then the state tournament coming up not too long after that. We do have the starting lineups for these two teams, as we'll take a look at how they shape up. Starting off with the Bombers, it's going to be Caleb Brigham leading off over at second base. Hudson Stein at first base, batting second. Grayson Doctor will be catching and batting third. Jonah DeYoung will be the cleanup man and over at third. And we'll take it down to the PA on the field for the introductions.
And the Kindred Post 117 Vikings. First and non-starters for the visitors. Number 4, Kason Dick. Number 5, Brody Rorik. Number 8, Harper Schultz. Number 11, Joey Jager. Number 14, Carson Johnson. Number 15, Matt Bird. And number 24, Rustin Schultz. And now the starters for the Bombers. Leading off, number 1, second baseman, Caleb Brigham. Batting second, number 21, first baseman, Hudson Stein. Batting third is number 3, catcher, Grayson Doctor. In the cleanup spots, number 10, third baseman, Jonah DeYoung. Batting fifth, number 7, shortstop, Quinn Miller. Batting sixth is number 12, pitcher, Ethan Ibach. Batting seventh is number 2, left fielder, Landon Hale. Batting eighth, number 25, right fielder, Christian Gomez. Batting ninth is number 13, center fielder, Aaron Dilger. Head coach of the Bombers, Nate Walsh. He's assisted by Christian Bird. And now for the Kindred Post 117 home Vikings. Your non-starter is number 17, Max Opgran. And your starters, leading up is number 8, right fielder, Mason Almaris. Batting second is number 9, pitcher, Matt Pearson. Batting third is number 11, shortstop, Carter Schmitz. In the cleanup spots, number 24, first baseman, Nick Thompson. Batting fifth, number 7, second baseman, Graham Glazo. Batting sixth is number 6, center fielder, Lucas Labunde. Batting seventh is number 3, catcher, Jeremiah Doctor. Batting eighth, number 13, left fielder, Connor Roland. And batting ninth is number 2, third baseman, Jordan Swenson. And the head coach for the Vikings is Josh Elmaris. He's assisted by Jordan Latowski. And Jordan Doctor is the statistician. Will you please now rise, remove all headgear, and face the center field flag as we play our national anthem.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
All right, welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota. About to start a doubleheader between the Post 2 Bombers and the Post 117 Vikings. You can see Matt Pearson out on the mound warming up. Pearson will be the starting pitcher for the Vikings in Game 1, and he is one of the more decorated pitchers out on the field here. And got any thoughts for Pearson as he warms up?
Yeah, he's going to attack the strike zone. He's going to attack the hitters. Started the first couple games just as the strikeout guy and hasn't really been seeing that kind of success as of the last two starts. But he's going to attack these hitters and not give them those free bases out on the field. So these hitters are going to have to earn it here in Kindred tonight.
All right, well, there's your report on Pearson, the starting pitcher. And we'll take a look across the diamond for Kindred for those stragglers that might be joining late. It's Pearson on the mound, Jeremiah Doctor, the catcher, Nick Thompson over at first, Graham Glazzo over at second base, Carter Schmitz over at shortstop, Jorgen Swenson over at third, and then the outfield from right to left, Mason Omaris, Lucas Kabundi, and Connor Roland. They'll be facing off against the top of the order for the Bombers and Caleb Brigham, Hudson Stein, and Grayson Doctor.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for a first pitch here. It's going to be a good night of baseball here in Kindred.
And we're about ready to get started as Caleb Brigham will settle into the box for the first at-bat of the night. First pitch coming in at 5:33, and it's taken for ball one. 1-0 on the way and taken for ball two. So Brigham, Steen, and Doctor, the three scheduled to hit the 1, 2, and 3. Early on in this one, 2-0 on the way and taken for a strike. First strike of the game for Pearson on pitch number 3. Pearson is a name that I remember from last year watching him pitch against Post 400 right before the 4th of July as that one is roped into the outfield and dropping. That one's going to go down as a base hit. Leadoff signal for Caleb Brigham. And it brings up Hudson Stein.
Yeah, didn't try to do anything fancy with that swing there. Just took that pitch where it was located in the strike zone. Nice little swing and poked that thing right into right field for the first hit of the game here for the Bombers.
Puts on one for the number 2 hitter. And the runner goes right on cue as that one is belted over towards second.
Boy.
And now they're going to double him off for a double play.
Looks like they had Nate Walsh over there had a good old hit and run going on, and it was perfected pretty well. He tried to hit it to the right side just a little too far up the middle, And right where Graham Glazzo was going, made that catch and tagged Bergman to get that double play here.
And it completely changes the complexion of this inning now with 1 on and 0 outs to 2 down and the base is empty. Number 3-man Grayson Doctor in the box, and Doctor takes the first pitch for ball 1. It was 2 outs for the price of 1 right there, and you're right, that hit and run, sometimes you live by it and you die by it, and that was a tough break right there for the Bombers.
Yep, nearly executed perfectly, putting that ball into right field, and that runner would have gotten to third base, but just not far enough over.
2-0 pitch is going to be fouled off by Doctor. Puts the count at 2-1. Pearson will settle back out onto the mound. A couple of hard hits for the Bombers to start things off, as the 2-1 is going to be taken for strike 2.
Yeah, that was a good off speed by Matt Pearson there. Left that one, started outside, came back across the zone for a strike. Now it's 2-2 count here. 2's
across the board. Pearson from the windup. And it's taken for strike 3. Pearson got him looking for the third out of the inning. Strikeout's going to end it as it's a 1-2-3 inning of sorts, as there's 1 hit, no errors, no runs. It's 0-0 after the top of first. To the bottom of the first we go. It's going to be the top of the order for Kindred, Almaris, Pearson, and Schmitz. The 3 scheduled to come up, and we'll bring those and more here on Magnitude Sports right after this.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC...
All right, we're back. About to start the bottom of the first between the Bombers and the Vikings. 0-0 your score, as it's going to be the leadoff man, Mason O'Maris, settling in, facing off against the starting pitcher for post 2, Ethan Eibach. First pitch from Eibach, and it's going to be taken for a strike. O'Maris, Pearson, and Schmitz, the 3 scheduled to hit for the Vikings. 1 hit for the Bombers in the top of the first, and then a line out for a double play, and then a strikeout, making up the first 3 outs of the game. 4 minutes in this one, and the count is even at 1 to Almaris. 1-1 pitch, finding the zone for strike 2.
Yeah, Mason Almaris isn't afraid to get to those 2 strikes, and he'll work, try and work in at bat over here. Typical leadoff hitter.
Eibach's pitch, that one is going to be hit over past short, and it's going to get through for a base hit. Leadoff single for Mason Almaris as that one got just by the shortstop, Quinn Miller. It's 1 up and 1 on for the Vikings. It brings up Matt Pearson, the starting pitcher, and the number 2 hitter.
Yeah, maybe we'll see a little small ball here. Mason Almaris has some pretty good wheels on first, so see if he decides to go or not.
First pitch is that one is dribbled foul over towards the post 2 dugout for strike 1. And we'll keep an eye on Almaris over at first.
Yeah, it looked like Matt Pearson was a little out in front of that ball. Tried to pull it into right field instead of going over into left field with it.
6th pitch of the game on the way from Eibach. Working from the stretch as that one is roped down the line and dropping foul. Hard contact by Pearson. Back-to-back foul balls, and it puts the count at 0-2.
Yep, hard, like I like to call it, a hard hit strike right there.
That can go both ways. The pitcher and the hitter are probably telling himself that. Here's the 0-2. That one is chopped at and also foul. Pearson able to stay alive.
Yep, 2-strike approach there by Matt Pearson, making sure he doesn't watch strike 3 come across the plate and putting that bat on the ball.
Count stays where it is as Ibach will settle back out on the bump. There's with a slight lead over at first. Pitch on the way, popped up very high.
Tough.
Out towards right field, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Back-to-back singles for Kindred. It's 2 up and 2 on. It's a very high fly ball, but put in a very tough spot. Landon Hale not quite able to run that one down, and it puts on 2 for Carter Schmitz.
Yep, looked like Landon Hill out there and left, Landon Hale up over there and left was shading him to the gap there, that left center gap, and Matt Pearson kind of just knuckled one out there for a single.
Golden chance here for Kindred to draw first blood as that one is hit hard on the ground and through for another hit. And being held up over at third is going to be Almaris. 3 straight singles for the Vikings.
Yeah, Carter attacked that first pitch fastball. Ibach tried to get that first pitch cross for a strike, and Carter wasn't taking any time up there at the plate. Swung and smoked that thing into the left field. Now he got bases loaded for Kindred.
Bases loaded for Nick Thompson, the cleanup man. Almaris, that one is hit hard on the ground. Could be 2 as they get the runner over at second. Throw on the way, and it's high over at first, and that's going to score another run. Throw getting by as that is going to drive home first blood for Kindred.
Yep.
2-0 for the Vikings as Thompson brings home 2.
Yeah, these Kindred hitters are attacking that first pitch. That the ruling here in Kindred is that concrete over there where the garage door is, as soon as it hits that, it's dead ball, and right here it's kind of got the office area. As soon as it hits that window or the siding, it's dead. So that's why Nick Thompson advances over to second.
So there you have it. Thompson over at second. As the first pitch comes in for strike 1 to Graham Glazo. 1 down for Glazo with Thompson over in scoring position in what is a 2-0 ball game. 3 hits for the Vikings early on, and the pitch taken to even the count at 1.
Yeah, it looked like that off-speed just missed a little inside, maybe a little high. Good pitch by Ibach. You got a little nibble, but Glazo stayed away from it.
Ibach has been pounding the strike zone thus far. 12 pitches, 10 of them coming in for strikes. That pitch taken for strike 2, and strike number 11 for Ibach.
Yeah, he's fishing up there. These Kindred guys are attacking those strikes as well.
1-2 on the way. That one is hit over towards third.
Nice
a nice
play.
pick over to first. 4 out number 2. Nice play by Jonah DeYoung over at third.
It was a great play. Hard hit over there, made a little backhand scoop off one hop, chucks that thing across over to Hudson Stein, and gets the second out here.
And also holds up Thompson over at second base for Lucas Klabundi, the number 6 hitter. And Ibach will step off the mound and check on the runner Thompson over at second.
Yeah, that one right there is probably just telling them, hey, you Kindred runners, I got to move here. Be aware of it.
First pitch off speed and in the zone for strike 1. So once again, 2-0 your score here is 3 straight singles loading the bases. And then Thompson driving home 2 of them. Getting over to second on the throw out of play as Klabundi chops at that one for strike 2.
Yeah, I think he was thinking, I'm going to hit this ball out of the park on that swing right there.
Now with an 0-2 count. Very important pitch upcoming right here. Ibach staring him down. Pitch on the way. And that one tapped just foul, and Klabundi able to get a piece and stay alive. Still only 2 balls for Ibach in this inning. 17 total pitches, 15 strikes. As far as those Kindred hitters have attacked those strikes. Here's another 0-2 on the way, and that one taken for strike 3 and 1. The bottom of the first, just like we ended the top of the first, a strikeout looking. As there's 3 hits for Kindred and 2 runs coming across your score, 2-0 after 1. It's the Bombers and the Vikings on Magnitude Sports. Eric Teoxid and Nick Eggman, and we'll be back with more baseball. Top of the second upcoming right after this. Don't go anywhere.
How you overcome challenges as a farmer is what defines you. At Mustang Seeds, it's what defines us. This year brought heavy drought, late-season storms, and hail. Now is the time to savor the harvest weather and reap the rewards of the blood, sweat, and tears we've put into our fields. With strong products, proven results, and an untamed spirit, we don't allow any room for failure. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com today.
All right, and we're back after one. It's 2-0 in favor of Kindred. 3 hits and a couple of runs for them in the first inning. It's going to be Jonah DeYoung leading things off, the cleanup man over at third base to start the second inning. DeYoung with a nice pick over at third in the first. As DeYoung takes the first pitch from Matt Pearson for ball 1. 10 pitches for Pearson in the first inning. 6 strikes and 4 balls. From the windup, the 1-0. Fastball fired in for a strike to even the count. DeYoung, Miller, and Eibach, the 3 scheduled to hit the 4, 5, and 6. Pearson's 1-1. That one driven on the ground and through the hole, getting through for a single. And it's a leadoff single for Jonah DeYoung.
Yeah, all these Fargo Bombers haven't really hit a weak hit yet, and all of them have been to the right side. You know that's when they're swinging pretty hot bats. If you're getting good wood on the ball and you're smoking it into right field as a righty.
Now we've seen a lot of hard contact from both these teams early on. One on now for Quinn Miller. Miller watches the first pitch go by for strike 1. Pearson will check the runner over at first. DeYoung getting a slight lead. Thompson, the first baseman, standing over on the bag. And right on cue, they're going to throw back over to first. As DeYoung will slide back in head first. A little bit of dirt on his jersey as well. 0-1 pitch. That one coming in inside and taken.
Looks like
actually, it hit him. So a little 2 inside as Miller is hit by pitch, and that puts on 2 for Ethan Eibach.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to do after you scored 2 runs in that first inning for Kindred here. The hit, you can't really do anything about. Good hit ball, but you can't be giving up free bases after you score 2 runs here.
So DeYoung over at second, Miller over at first for Eibach, who is the starting pitcher for the Bombers. And he'll look to help his own cause here in the second inning. Eibach taking the first pitch for a ball. 14 minutes into this ball game. You're on a cloudy and slightly windy evening, but compared to some of the weather that we've gotten around the area, you really can't complain a whole lot.
No, you can't.
Bunt being shown there by Eibach, and he pulls back in time, taken for ball 2.
Yeah, never know when you're going to get a good night here in North Dakota.
2-0. Bunt being shown again as the corner infielders will charge in. You can see Thompson on the hop.
Yeah, I
in
think
for a strike.
I think Jorgen Swenson's going to stay a little true over there at third. He doesn't want to give up that free base.
Now Thompson tracking back slightly, but coming in as the pitch comes in for ball 3. So 3-1 can now they count to Eibach with Landon Hale in the on-deck circle. Should Eibach walk, that would load the bases as that one is fouled off. Full count now to Eibach.
Yeah, I think Eibach's kicking himself a little bit there. He missed 2 bunts, try and sacrifice his runners over to second and third. Now he's got to have a productive at-bat here for the Fargo Bombers.
We have our first full count of the game coming here in the top of the second. Payoff pitch, survey says, taken for ball 4. Eibach will walk and it loads the bases. Bases loaded for Landon Hale.
Yep, now that's 2 free bases given up here by Matt Pearson. Something Josh Almaris is never really happy about as a head coach. It's that being said by every head coach.
Absolutely. Carson Johnson will be the courtesy runner over at first for Eibach. So here is Landon Hale in a big spot here for the Bombers. They trail by 2 here in the second inning, but the base is loaded and 0 outs. First pitch in for strike 1. That's a very big at-bat for both these teams. You have to imagine getting the first out would go a long way. 0-1 taken for a ball.
Yeah, getting a first out here without letting a run score will open up a lot of things for the Kindred Vikings.
1-1 fouled off.
Yeah,
Hale now looking at a 1-2 count.
Worst thing that could happen for the Bombers right now is a strikeout here. But that's the best thing that can happen for Kindred.
Very important 1-2 pitch upcoming. And it's taken for a ball. And now taking off for home is going to be DeYoung. DeYoung on the way in, standing up for the first run of the game for the Bombers. 2-1 as they cut into the deficit.
Yep, that's a good little off speed there by Matt Pearson. Caught the dirt, and unfortunately for Kindred, Jeremiah Doctor couldn't block that one, and that's a run here for the Bombers.
2 in scoring position as the other runners advance as well, as the 1-2 is taken inside for ball 2. So now Miller over at third and Johnson over at second. 2-2 fouled off. Good battle here between Hale and Pearson.
It is 3-2 as well.
It is 3-2. Actually had that. Payoff pitch. And it's taken for strike 3. A big strikeout for Matt Pearson for the first out of the inning.
Yep, leaving those guys on second and third without getting that ball put in play. Big for the Vikings.
That'll bring up Christian Gomez, the number 8 hitter, as we'll have a meeting on the mound for the Vikings. So runners on second and third with one away for Gomez in what is now a 2-1 ball game. Bombers getting their first run of the game here in the top of the second.
During this meeting on the mound, might bring up the Kindred Vikings are going to have a little ceremony here for Rich Shook. After this first game, we're going to bring it to you on Magnitude Sports. Rich Shook is being recognized for his annual firefighting. He's been a part of the Kindred Fire Department for 18 years and was elected fire chief in 2019. More about that later on, but as this meeting on the mound comes to an end.
So there you have it, a slight teaser for what's to come. You're not going to want to go anywhere between games, as we will bring you that live here on Magnitude Sports. And it looks like the meeting has concluded, and now a big at-bat for Christian Gomez. Miller over at third, Johnson over at second. That one goes foul.
Looks like a little suicide play there by the Bombers.
So Pearson will head back out to the mound. You can see Thompson playing shallow again over at first.
Yep, usually on a suicide play, it might be a safety squeeze, might be a suicide, but as soon as that runner at third takes off, Jorgen Swenson's going to follow right behind him as well. We'll see Graham Glauser at second go over to first.
0-1, that one missing the zone for a ball.
Yeah, didn't have it on there, did Nate Walsh.
Pearson's 1-1. That one swung on for strike 2. Count now 1-2 to Gomez.
Yep, another big pitch here for both teams. Can't afford 2 strikeouts in a row here if you're the Bombers with runners on second and third.
Here is the 1-2 on the way in. That one taken low to even up the count. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Gomez. Stakes being raised in the at-bat. 2-2 popped up over our heads as that one will carry foul. Gomez will live to see another pitch. Temporary souvenir and a nice little reward for someone who wants to go run that one down.
Yeah, usually out here in Kindred you get a lot of kids running after those balls.
Pitch comes in high to fill up the count to Gomez.
It's a great at-bat here by Gomez. Got it to 3-2.
This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And it's swung through for strike 3. Pearson got him for the second out of the inning.
That's right there. Again, not putting the ball in play and not really helping out your base runners there. Now you got 2 outs here, and all Kindred needs is 1 more out here to finish this inning.
Aaron Dilger, the number 9 hitter, settling into the box as he takes the first pitch, a fastball for ball 1. The Bombers, they were able to get 1 run on the board, but they would certainly hate to strand 2 in scoring position, especially after loading the bases with 0 outs to start off the second.
They got even that run in with 0 outs.
Count now even at 1 to Dilger. 1-1 swung through for strike 2.
Yeah, if I'm a betting man, Dilger didn't touch either of those 2 fastballs. I think Matt Pearson's going to come at him again with a fastball here and try and overpower Dilger.
1-2, and that one is grounded over and through the hole for a hit. And that's going to score a run as Johnson will be held up over at third. That's going to tie the ball game as Miller will come home to score.
Yep, and Lucas Klabundi tried to throw that runner out at home, but smartly that runner on third right now knew he wasn't going to make it in time, and Dilger moves up to second on the throw.
That'll bring us back to the top of the order in Caleb Brigham. Brigham is 1 for 1 with a single starting things off in this ball game as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off.
Yeah, usually there when you pitch those fastballs and that looks like that batter's behind it, you usually want to go at him again with the fastball. But Matt Pearson threw that off speed and it sped up Dilger's bat and got that ball through the infield.
Now here's the 0-2. And it's swung through for strike 3. Pearson got him for his 3rd strikeout of the inning. And that's going to do it for the top of the second. Your score now tied 2-2 as 2 come across for the Bombers in the top of the second. We'll turn it back over to the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Vikings right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
All right, so we're back here at Kindred, North Dakota. Nick's got a little update about what we were alluding to earlier.
Yes, Rich Shook is going to be honored here. He's nominated by Kindred American Legion Post 117. He's a part of the Kindred Fire Department, been there for 18 years. He's becoming a chief. He's an active membership, has more than doubled. The morale within the department has greatly improved. Attendance and participation in meetings, department training, and participation in local and regional fire schools, and as well as attendance to fire and rescue calls all have improved dramatically since becoming chief. Rich is also the captain of the Cheyenne Valley Technical Rescue Team, response team specializing in grain bin rescue. And Rich is currently in the process of Instructor 1 certification, has attended several regional schools and classes. Most recently, Rich led the effort for himself in the several Kindred Fire Department. Ball is put in play and is out, but they've earned their national certification for the wildfires. This special certification will allow them to answer the call to fight wildfires when called upon in the U.S. Rich currently serves on the Kindred Lutheran Church Council. Since 2017, he's been the City of Kindred's Public Works Superintendent and takes great pride in his position with the city and his service to the community. For more than 20 years, Rich has been a proud resident of Kindred along with his wife Donna and 2 daughters, Brianna and Bailey. And Kindred Post 117 is very honored to be hosting this ceremony for him tonight.
So there you have it. That will be found in between game 1 and 2 here as we will keep it live as that one is flared out to the outfield and caught for the second out of the inning. It brings up the number 9 hitter in Jorgen Swenson. Base is empty with 2 down for him. Ibach has settled in here in the top of the third. First pitch to Swenson, and he takes high for ball 1. For Ethan Ibach, only 22 pitches thus far. 4 balls and 18 strikes for him. 1-0 on the way, chopped on the ground up the middle, and that one carrying past in towards the outfield. It'll be a grounder and a single for Swenson. 2-out single for Swenson.
Back to the top of the order, number 8, right fielder, Mason O'Mara.
Yep, Swenson also has some wheels there on first, so don't be surprised if he takes off.
Brings up the leadoff man, Mason Olmaris. Olmaris, who is 1 for 1 singling his first time up. That one hit number 4 on the game for Kindred. 3 for the Bombers. Olmaris takes the first pitch low for a ball. as the runner goes. That one belted out towards the outfield, dropping for a hit. Over to second goes Swenson, and it's back-to-back singles for the Vikings.
Yeah, Josh isn't too happy. I know his sign's over there, so he gave Jorgen sign on the first pitch, but Jorgen didn't see it, so didn't take off. But if he was on second, that could be a run right there.
Instead, it'll put on 2 for Matt Pearson, who's also 1 for 1 with a single, and now Almera's 2 for 2 on the game with back-to-back singles. 5 hits now for the Vikings. Pearson will take the first pitch for strike 1.
And that one you really want to swing at there, off speed. Looked a little low, could have been hit at the knees for strike, but good leave by Matt Pearson there. Great pitch by Ibach.
Ibach checking the runner, pitch taken up high for a ball. Now 1-1 to Pearson. On the way. That one is chopped on the ground over towards second and getting by. Gets by Brighamman, and now taking off for home is going to be Swenson. Swenson on the way. The throw is on the way, and he's out. He is gunned out at the plate. What a throw, and that's going to do it here for the bottom half of the second. Score remains 2-2 as we go towards the third. A nice throw. And we'll be back with the top of the third. Eric Tiongson and Nick Eggman on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. More baseball right after this.
Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
All right, we're back. Tie ball game as we start the top of the third inning. It's going to be Hudson Stein, Grayson Doctor, and Jonah DeYoung, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up for the post 2 Bombers. Stein is 0 for 1, lining out into that double play his first time up. Second time through the order here for Fargo, and we'll see what Pearson has in store as he is on 42 pitches on the game thus far. 29 minutes into this one, about a half an hour into it, and we've seen a little bit of everything so far. A couple of runs, a nice assist from the outfield, as well as a double play. Nice play over at third. A little bit of everything.
Yes. It was a great throw by center fielder Aaron Dilger, to get that third out at home.
So here is Hudson Stein settling in for his second at-bat of the night. And he will take the first pitch, a fastball for strike 1. Timeout in Kindred, 6:03. And the 0-1 is going to be taken low to even the count. One on the way from Pearson. High for ball 2. Two and 1 as Pearson now hits 45 pitches on the game. And pitch number 46 is fouled off to even the count at 2. So 2-2 to the first man up in Stein with Grayson Doctor in the on-deck circle. 2-2, and that one also popped up very high and fell as that one is carrying out and caught. Nice catch by Jeremiah Doctor for out number 1.
Yeah, those are really tough for the catcher there, especially that one. That one was skied up in the air. You got to find that ball, locate it, and then make that tough play when it's coming straight down back on top of you.
Yeah, it was an impressive adjustment mid-air to sort of adjust his glove so he was able to put the squeeze on it. And a big first out to start things off as it brings up Grayson Doctor, who was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the first pitch he takes outside for ball 1.
These flies are out and about up here in this press box.
Should have brought my fly swatter as that one is swatted up in the air and Out of play for a foul ball. As soon as I looked up tracking that foul ball, I see exactly what you're talking about. They are swarming us right now. Just as long as they stay out where they are. 1-1. That one also fouled off. Just over in that bullpen area for strike 2. That last pitch, number 50 for Pearson. Here's the 1-2, and that one missing the zone for a ball. Jonah DeYoung in the on-deck circle. Two-two pitch. That one flared and also carrying out of play. On the run is the right fielder Almaris, but it drops for a foul ball. Doctor able to stay alive.
Good at bat here by Doctor, keeping his bat alive.
2-2 on the way. High for ball 3, and it's a full count. Payoff pitch. Survey says foul ball.
This is a great at bat by Doctor here.
This next pitch will be pitch number 8 of the at bats. And all the strikes have been foul balls. Another 3-2. And it's taken for ball 4. Doctor will walk. One on for Jonah DeYoung. DeYoung 1 for 1 with a single in this ball game. And you're absolutely right. A great at bat by Doctor to get a runner on with one away. Now it looks like they'll have a courtesy runner for Doctor as he will go put the catcher's gear on in the dugout.
Yeah, fell behind early and worked his way through, fouled off about 3 balls, and after he's had 2 strikes and worked his way to a 3-2 count and got that 4th ball and got on to first base.
It's going to be Matt Berg, the courtesy runner over at first base. First pitch on the way, and it's fouled off by DeYoung. Oh, 1. Taken up high for a ball.
The thing I love most about Pearson's pitching is he's never going slow. He's always on that mound, waiting for the batter to get in that batter's box, just like he is right now. And as soon as he gets in that batter's box, he's ready to go.
Right on cue. As soon as he settles in, already working from the stretch. 1-1 fouled off for strike 2. It's always fascinating to watch the pace that some of these pitchers work at. You have guys that work very quickly, and then you have some that like to take their time.
Yes. As a fellow coach myself, I do not like when my pitcher likes to take his time on that mound.
Here's a 1-2. That one taken for a ball.
Up on top of that pitch now. Here we go.
Count now even at 2 to DeYoung. Pearson deals again. That one missing for ball 3.
Yeah,
Another full count.
Matt Pearson's driving up his pitch count here. It's 60 already in 3rd inning.
Three-two on the way. Runner goes. Taken for ball 4. Berg took off for second. He'll get to second regardless from the walk. And it puts on 2 for Quinn Miller. Quinn Miller, who was hit by a pitch his first time up.
Yeah, it's two walks there in a row now.
The chance here for the Bombers to maybe break the deadlock. First pitch, Miller takes low in the zone for strike 1. Pearson checking the runner over at second, and now firing back, trying to check on Berg, who was just able to get back in time.
I think if that throw was over the base there, I think they would have had him.
Yeah, it certainly caught him out on his lead. It was a quick turn. Berg just able to get back in time as that one is chopped on the ground, and could be 2 as they flip it over to second. And now they will throw back over to third to check on the runner, Berg, who gets back to the bag in time. So they do get an out, as DeYoung will be out over at second base. And it'll put runners on the corners for Ethan Eibach.
Yep, Eibach's looking to help his own cause here. Get another run across for these Fargo Bombers.
So, Berg actually over at third, Miller over at first for Eibach, who walked his first time up.
Yeah, first and third situation here. Let's see what the Bombers do with it.
First pitch, fastball taken for strike one. For Pearson, a big at-bat here. You mentioned his high pitch count, 64 pitches. You'd have to imagine he would love to get this out right here, not only to keep the score even, but to limit his pitches and see if he can squeeze another few innings out of the game as he gets a swing for strike two.
Yeah, looks like Eibach was really behind that pitch again. Like I said last inning, it's probably going to see a fastball here, but I was wrong last inning, so we'll see what Matt Pearson has in store here for us.
0-2, and he got him swinging for strike three, a three-pitch strikeout. And that's going to do it for the top half of the third, as two are stranded, none come across, and your score remains 2-2. It's the Bombers and the Vikings on Magnitude Sports, and we'll be back with the bottom of the third. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up for Kindred right after this. Don't go anywhere.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. Wold, Certified Public Accountant, has you covered. From bookkeeping and financial reports to tax planning and preparation, individuals and businesses, he's here to help you achieve your dreams. Give him a call. Todd R. Wold, CPA, 701-356-1040. You can also visit wold-cpa.com. Best of luck to Kindred and both teams in today's game.
Kindred Express Lane is a friendly, locally owned convenience store open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and offers hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Kindred Express Lane is located at 220 First Avenue South across the street from the baseball and football field, just 3 inches away from Highway 15 in Kindred. While you're fueling up, be sure and grab a snack and a cold beverage for the road. Kindred Express Lane wishes the Kindred Post 117 Vikings the best of luck in the East Regional Baseball Tournament. Go Vikings!
And we're back. 2-2 ball game between the Bombers and the Vikings. Eric Tiongson and Nick Eggman, as it's going to be Carter Schmitz leading things off against Ethan Eibach. Eibach with 28 pitches thus far, 22 balls and 6 strikes for him. Schmitz is 1 for 1 with a single as he takes the first pitch for strike one. Carter Schmitz, Nick Thompson, and Graham Glazzo, the 3 scheduled to hit. As the 0-1 is dribbled right back towards the pitcher Eibach, who fires over to first for out number 1.
Yeah, looks like Carter Schmitz got caught leaning on that pitch there. Didn't get the best swing out there, and it dribbled back over to Eibach, and Eibach had a nice little flip over to first baseman Hudson Stein for out number 1.
That brings up Thompson, who drove home the 2 runs in the game thus far for the Vikings. That's coming back in the bottom of the first inning. He takes the first pitch for strike one, was able to get over to second base on that throw that was ruled out of play as well. A 1 pitch, Thompson line shot, dropping for a hit. Thompson aboard with a single. And a good start for him continues.
Yeah, Kindred is putting up the hits right now, just not getting those runs across on the scoreboard. 7 hits already in 2 1/3 innings played. 2 runs to show for it, though. Bombers are getting out of jams.
Graham Glazzo stepping up next, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Thompson over at first for him. As the pitch is taken out of the zone for ball 1. On the way. That one poked over towards third. A nice catch by DeYoung, firing back over to first to try and double him off, and they got him. 2 outs for the price of 1, and that's going to do it for the inning. Another great play by Jonah DeYoung over at third as the score remains 2-2, and we head towards the 4th. Back with more baseball in a moment after this.
Jamie Swenson, Senior Associate with Park Company Realtors, will help you find the home you're really looking for in your real estate endeavors. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Selling or buying? Make that home run call to Jamie at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today. And
all right, so we're going to bring it back here as it's going to be the bottom of the order due up for the Bombers. Landon Hill, Christian Gomez, and Aaron Dilger, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters facing off against Matt Pearson, who's now up to 66 pitches on the ball game. Hale is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Score remains 2-2 here as we start the fourth. Pearson's first pitch of the inning, a fastball taken high for ball 1. Now 2 double plays we've seen turned in this ball game.
Yes.
1 for each side. 1-1, that one taken in the zone for a strike. Pearson working from the stretch, and that one got him. Hale hit by pitch, the second hit batter by Matt Pearson, and it puts on 1 for Christian Gomez.
It looked like it got a little piece of Jeremiah Doctor back there, too. 2 for 1 on that pitch there.
Yeah. Gotta imagine that would sting for both of them,
yes,
as Gomez will settle in 0 for 1, striking out his first time up. Pearson deals to Gomez. Fastball taken, strike 1. Aaron Dilger, the number 9 hitter in the on-deck circle. At least metaphorically speaking, as he's over on the dirt path leading up to the batter's box. Checking on the runner. Now Pearson will step off for a moment. Hale with a lead over at first. 0-1, and now the runner going. Throw on the way from Doctor over towards second and bouncing over the glove of Glazzo, as Hale will be safe with a stolen base over at second.
Yeah, it looked like that play was going to be close at second. Just took an unfortunate hop for the Kindred Vikings off that, I think it was right on that lip in between the Hager line and the grass there, and hopped right over Graham Glazzo's glove.
Count is also even at 1 to Gomez. One. Bunt being shown as that one is dribbling and getting out of play for a foul ball. Gomez trying to advance Hale over to third, and he'll have to settle back into the box with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, it looked like that one, it hit in fair territory, just had too much spin on it and went foul.
Now with a 2-strike count, it's probably unlikely that we will see Gomez go with the bunt, but at the moment, Thompson still playing shallow over at first base. 1-2 as that one is swung on and tipped foul. Back-to-back foul balls by Christian Gomez.
Yeah, these Bombers hitters aren't going down when they get down in the count here. They're getting ready, and they're just fouling these pitches off to keep these at-bats going.
Pitch on the way and swung through for strike 3 in the first out of the inning. Pearson with another strikeout. That is the 6th strikeout for Matt Pearson. That brings up Aaron Dilger. Dilger 1 for 1 with a single. As you mentioned, those Bombers hitters not going down without a fight. Now 74 pitches for Pearson on the game.
Yes. It's not really a number you want to be at after 3 1/3 innings pitched.
Especially in contrast with Ibach, the starter for the Bombers. Only 34 for him as bunt is shown. That one over towards Pearson, who checks the runner over at third and now fires over to first. And he's safe. Thompson came off the bag and Dilger safe over at first.
Yeah, it wasn't the best bunt by Dilger, but gets the job done. Matt Pearson looked at third, and then he kind of realized he didn't have a shot there. Tried to rush that thing over to first and threw him off the line just a little bit.
And it brings up the top of the order in Caleb Brigham, who's 1 for 2, singling and striking out. As the runner takes off now for second, and Pearson checking on him as Dilger will be safe over at second base.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of an early steal there. Matt Pearson didn't really know what to do with the ball there and kind of just let him take that base.
Pitch on the way, on the ground, over towards second. And fired over to first for the second out of the inning. That'll score Hale from third.
Bergman does his job perfectly there. Puts that ball in play over to the right side, over to Graham Glazzo, and gets that RBI hit for himself.
Puts Dilger over at third as well. And what is now a 3-2 ball game. The Bombers taking the lead here in the top of the fourth. Hudson Stein up next, who's 0 for 2, lining out and then flying out. He's looking at an 0-1 count. Pearson's second pitch, a fastball chopped through for strike two.
Stein was behind on both of those pitches.
That second pitch especially having a lot of zip off of Pearson. 0-2, another fastball, and he rung him up for strike three. Strikeout number 7 for Matt Pearson as we are now halfway through this one, approaching the bottom of the fourth, and it's the Bombers taking the lead, scoring one in the top of the fourth inning. 3-2 your score. It's the Bombers and the Vikings on Magnitude Sports. Eric Tiongson and Nick Eggman, and we'll be back with the start of the second half of Game 1 right after this and a few words from your sponsors.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, about to start the bottom of the fourth inning as it's going to be Lucas Klabundi leading things off. Klabundi 0 for 1, striking out his first time up as he takes the first pitch for strike one. Only 35 pitches thus far for Ethan Eibach. 7 balls and 28 strikes for him. As the 0-1 off speed is taken to even the count.
Yeah, that was close in there for a strike, but I guarantee Eibach doesn't want to leave that off speed up there for those hitters. Likes to finish that one low in the zone.
Here's the 1-1. That one is a line shot carrying out towards the outfield and dropping in front of center for a base hit. Leadoff single by Lucas Klabundi, and it brings up Jeremiah Doctor. 1 up and 1 on for the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings have 8 hits right now, but Eibach is just efficient up there, and he's pitching those strikes and making them get more hits, and they're hitting it into double plays or hitting it into unfortunate, and Bombers making their plays.
Bunt being shown as the runner goes towards second. Throw on the way, and they got him. What a throw by Grayson Doctor for the first out of the inning. Wow. 1 down.
That was a great throw by Doctor there, right on a line. Beat Lucas Klabundi by quite a bit there at second base.
Pitch on the way to Jeremiah Doctor, and he takes for a ball.
I think we got a 1-1 count here, Jeremiah Doctor.
That sounds right. As the 1-1 comes in and is going to be fouled off for strike two. And there it is again. You mentioned that Kindred getting those hits, but then just double plays or big outs on the base paths like one right there, and that's why, even though it's 8 hits to 3, the Bombers currently lead 3-2.
Yes.
That one swung on for strike 3, and a big strikeout for Eibach for out number 2.
And that's why Eibach's only had 40 pitches right now, through 3 2/3.
Connor Roland up next, only the second strikeout for Ethan Eibach, but certainly been able to find his outs in other ways. Roland 0 for 1 flying out to center his first time up. Pitch on the way, and he takes for a ball. Roland, the number 8 here, then Jorgen Swenson, then back to the top of the order. 1-0 fastball finding the zone for a strike.
Yep, and Ibach's not just like Matt Pearson. He gets on that mound, he's ready to go. He doesn't want to be on that mound for as long as he wants. He just wants to get back in the dugout and hit the ball.
1-1, low for ball 2. And to your points, 2 fast-moving pitchers. We're over halfway through this one and not even an hour into it, 52 minutes gone. 2-1, finding the zone for strike 2. Now 2's across the board here in the bottom of the 4th. Ibach dealing again, off-speed pitch and a nice take for ball 3.
I think that one could have gone either way there, Eric. That was a good pitch by Ibach and very close pitch there for strike 3.
Instead, it'll fill up the count at 3-2. Payoff pitch survey says popped up very, very high over towards first as Stein will make the catch for out number 3. So that's going to do it here for the bottom of the 4th. After 4, your score remaining 3-2, and we'll be back with the start of the 5th inning. Grayson Doctor, Jonah DeYoung, and Quinn Miller, the 3 scheduled to hit after this on Magnitude Sports.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota, Viking Varsity Diamond. Your score 3-2 here after 4 innings of play. Top of the 5th about to get underway, and Matt Pearson out there warming up for his 5th inning of work. He'll face off against Grayson Doctor, the number 3 hitter. Doctor 0 for 1, striking out and then hit by a pitch his last time up. Doctor, DeYoung, and Miller, the 3, 4, and 5 scheduled to hit. As the pitch comes in, a fastball taken low for ball 1. And for Matt Pearson, that last pitch, number 80 for him. Almost twice as many as Ibach, as that one is driven well out towards the outfield. On the run and over the head, dropping for a hit. Klabundi going all the way to the wall, and that's going to be extra bases for Doctor in with a stand-up double. Good start for the Bombers.
That ball was hit very hard off the bat.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had StatCast there to see the exit velocity of that one. That one was absolutely smoked, as it looks like Berg will come in as a courtesy runner for Doctor.
That was nearly a ground rule double. That ball hopped and hit the top half of the fence there for Doctor.
So it brings up Jonah DeYoung, who's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. That last one, number 4 in the hits department for the Bombers, as DeYoung takes the first pitch for a ball.
Good start to the inning by the Bombers here. Got a runner in scoring position with nobody down.
1-0 from Pearson, and that one popped up over the backstop, foul. 1-1. Of course, 4 hits for the Bombers, 8 for Kindred, as well as 1 error. Pearson checking the runner. 1-1, dribbled on the ground over towards third as Swenson picks and fires over to first for out number 1, and now firing back over to third to try and get the double play, and he slides in safe.
Yep, he did that kind of correct. He did that correctly there. Did that pinch runner quarter of the way off second base. Jorgen Swenson made the play, looked him back correctly. He didn't throw the ball, but he threw it over to first, and then runner took off for third and slid in just before that ball got there.
Good base running by Matt Berg puts him 90 feet away from scoring run number 4 as Quinn Miller settles in. Miller 0 for 1 as he pops it up over towards short. Schmitz drifting underneath it and making the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, Berg looked like he had a little check swing there. Didn't put a full swing on that, and it just came off the end of the bat and a little pop-up, easy little pop-up to Carter Schmitz at shortstop.
It was 1 pitch, 1 out, and peak efficiency for Matt Pearson, who's going to be looking for a lot more at-bats like that with now 85 pitches on the game.
He's only got 20 more to work with here.
Ethan Eibach up next, and Eibach takes for a ball. He's 0 for 1, walking and striking out. Off to see here in the 5th inning. A couple more innings left in game 1. We'll see just how deep Pearson can go as he gets a swing for strike 1.
Yeah, that's kind of what Eibach struggled with his last time up at the plate. He was swinging out those high fastballs out of the zone.
1-1, and it's a fastball in the zone for strike 2. A big pitch up coming right here for Pearson, looking to get out of the inning quickly. 1-2, and he got him. Got him for a strikeout again. Pearson strikes him out, and it goes to the bottom of the 5th as your score remains 3-2, a runner stranded. And it's a 1-run lead for the Bombers. It's going to be Swenson, Almaris, and Pearson, the 9, 1, and 2 scheduled to hit right after a few words from your sponsors on Magnitude Sports.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
MLGC story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
We rejoin you live from Kindred, North Dakota here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to be Jorgen Swenson leading things off. Swenson 1 for 1 with a single in this game. And the first pitch on the way to Swenson as he swings for strike 1. 48 pitches now for Ethan Eibach. 12 balls and 36 strikes for him as we just hit the 1 hour mark. And the 0-1 is taken to even the count. 32 your score, 2 runs for Kindred in the bottom of the 1st and 2 in the top of the 2nd for the Bombers, as well as 1 in the top of the 4th. That's your scoring thus far in the ball game. Now Swenson looking at a 2-1 count. After Swenson will be Mason Almaris, the leadoff hitter. 2-1 up high for ball 3.
Yeah, you never want to walk the 9 guy here. If you're the Bombers, you want to make sure you get that first out here, especially if he's the 9.
3-1 pitch, and that one hit over towards second, and they might just do that as it's thrown on over to first for out number 1. Bring him into Stein for the first out of the inning.
That's when you kind of want to do, if you're Jorgen Swenson, you get a 3-1 count, you're the 9 batter, you got top of the lineup coming in behind you. You got to make sure you drive that ball into the outfield on a line drive at a minimum here if it's 3-1.
First pitch to the leadoff man, Almaris, and he takes for a ball. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles in this ball game. (1-0), and that's a fastball finding the zone to even the count. (1-1) from Eibach. Off-speed pitch, catching the zone for strike 2. Eibach working quickly once again. 1-2, line shot out towards center field, drifting back and can't quite make the catch as Dilger. Now digging for second is going to be Almaris as it drops for his third hit of the game. Almaris wants 3, digging over towards third, and he's in with a stand-up triple.
Yep.
What a game for Mason Almaris.
Yeah, it looked like center fielder Aaron Dilger was just shading him in a little bit. Didn't really expect a hard hit ball over his head. And then Mason Almaris played him pay there with that hard hit ball just right over his head and right out of the reach of Dilger.
Brings up Matt Pearson, who's 2 for 2, and a golden opportunity for the Vikings to try and tie this game up.
Yeah, infield comes in here. They don't want Mason Almaris scoring on a infield hit.
First pitch from Eibach is swung through for strike 1. 1 down here, so you have to imagine a ball hit to the outfield could score Almaris from third. For Eibach, his mission is to try and keep that ball in the infield. 0-1 off speed. He does keep it in the infield as it gets by. And that's going to score Almaris. It's a tie game, 3-3. Third hit of the game for Matt Pearson. He's now 3 for 3 and a big RBI. Carter Schmidt's up next, who's 1 for 2 singling and grounding out. What is now a 3-3 game.
Yeah, that's what you kind of get there when you bring the infielders. Oh, he gets.
And that one drops for a hit.
That might be a
down
double.
the line, and that one's
bases.
rolling over towards the fence. Digging over towards third is Pearson, and Pearson's going to be waved home. Pearson digging, and he's in, standing up, and the Vikings take the lead. RBI double for Carter Schmitz.
Yeah, those are 3 very sharply hit balls back to back here, and they score a 2 on it. Now take that lead back here in the bottom of the 5th.
Viking bats have roared to life here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs coming across on 3 hits. Now 12 on the game for Kindred. And it looks like Doctor is going to have a word with his pitcher, Eibach, as Thompson settles in. Thompson with 2 RBI on the game. Those coming back in the first inning. The 2 will converse as Thompson will speak with one of his coaches, as this is a very big at-bat right here with 1 down and a runner on second.
Yes, with Carter Schmitz's speed on second base here, hit to the outfield should score Carter Schmitz. We got a meeting on the mound.
Yeah, now it looks like going to have a few words with Eibach. Eibach, 58 pitches up on the scoreboard. Well, it's been a fairly efficient outing for him, but it looks like that's going to do it for Ethan Eibach. So Eibach will walk off over towards the dugout, and we'll see who the new man out on the mound is going to be for the Bombers as Eibach exits here in the bottom of the 5th. His stats look like this as he worked through. He had 58 pitches, facing 21 batters, and allowing 4 earned runs, as well as 2 strikeouts and 0 walks.
Yeah, efficient. He's hitting the strike zone this whole time that he's out on the mound. It's just that first inning, they jumped on him with the 1-2-3 guys, single, 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 and then just like here in the 5th, those 1-2-3 guys are going to go as triple, single, double. So it's those 1-2-3 guys that kind of haunted Ethan Eibach's days.
So it's going to be Quinn Miller who steps in from the shortstop position and will take the mound as the relief pitcher, and we'll try our best to scan out who will take over at shortstop for the Bombers as Miller warms up and comes in here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So 4 1/3 innings for Eibach before his night is done, and glancing over at short, hoping that he turns around and we can catch the number of the new man over at shortstop. But he'll be facing off against Nick Thompson, the cleanup man for the Kindred Vikings.
I think second base moved over to shortstop here.
So it would be Caleb Brigham who would be over at shortstop. And we'll try and catch a glance of who is over at second. And it looks to be Landon Hale who's over at second.
And then number 24 came into the game, I'm pretty positive.
Number 24 would be Rustin Schultz, who takes over in left field. So Schultz over to left, Brigham over to short, Hale over to second, and Miller on to the mound. Those are your changes across the diamond for the Bombers. Bottom of the 5th and 1 away for Thompson. And he swings, hitting the pitch hard and through the hole, bouncing around for a hit. And Schmitz is going to be held up over at third, as it's another base hit for Nick Thompson. He continues to swing a nice bat, and it puts runners on the corners. Graham Glazzo up next. Glazzo 0 for 2, grounding out and then lining out. With one down, maybe a chance for Kindred to grab another run or two. First pitch, Glazzo will take for a ball. So the very first pitch of the game for Quinn Miller was a single for Thompson. 1-0, up high for ball 2. Glazzo out ahead in the count. Miller deals again. That one taken up in the zone for strike 1.
2-1 here to Graham Glazzo. Big spot here for both teams. Bombers can't afford to go down by more than a couple. Here they got 6 outs left in the game.
2-1. That one hit over towards short.
That
could be two as they throw over to first. And they got him. Double play. Exactly what the doctor ordered there for the Bombers as they turn 2 and end the 5th. And what a huge 2 outs for Quinn Miller as we send it towards the 6th inning as Kindred takes the lead, scoring 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. 4-3 your score. The Vikings up on top over the Bombers, and we're back with the 6th after this on Magnitude Sports.
How you overcome challenges as a farmer is what defines you. At Mustang Seeds, it's what defines us. This year brought heavy drought, late-season storms, and hail. Now is the time to savor the harvest weather and reap the rewards of the blood, sweat, and tears we've put into our fields. With strong products, proven results, and an untamed spirit, we don't allow any room for failure. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com today.
You may already know that at Close Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Close Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Close Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
All right, welcome back. Bit of mound maintenance going on in between innings as we're about to start the 6th inning of play. It's 4-3 your score with Kindred up on top over the Bombers. It's going to be Landon Hale, Christian Gomez, and Aaron Dilger, the 3 scheduled to hit as they face off against Matt Pearson, whose next pitch will be pitch number 90 for him. 89 pitches on the game for Pearson. And I believe, if I recall correctly, you said he has until 105 pitches to work through.
Yep.
So that'll be something to monitor throughout the rest of the game as we'll see how many of those 6 outs he can get, staying under that 105 mark.
Yeah, I think Kindred would be happy. They got Carter Schmitz in their back pocket here. I'd assume if Matt Pearson can get through this inning, with minimal damage to no damage. Carter Schmitz will come in and close the game here in the 7th inning.
Schmitz, the closer for the Vikings. I was walking around the park a tiny bit before the game started, looking at the records, and I couldn't help but notice a record 4 saves in 2021 for Carter Schmitz. As the first pitch comes in for strike 1 to Landon Hale. Hale 0 for 1, striking out and then walking his last time up. Pitch on the way, hit on the ground, over towards short as the aforementioned Schmitz will fire over to first for out number 1. And a nice play over at first by Thompson indeed. As it brings up Gomez.
That's big for Matt Pearson there. 2 pitches, 1 out. So keeping that pitch count low here. He's got 14 left.
14 left as he gets 1 of 6 outs. Christian Gomez up next, who's 0 for 2, striking out twice. Umpire writing something down.
Looks like it's a pinch hitter here.
And it is.
Number 8, Harper Schultz.
Harper Schultz will come in and hit.
Christian Gomez struggled a little bit at the plate tonight, 2 strikeouts. Looks like Nate Walsh is trying to get a new fresh at-bat in there to go against Matt Pearson.
And we'll see what he has in store with the bases empty and 1 down as he checks his swing and went for strike 1. At this point for Pearson, every pitch matters as he gets out ahead in the count at 0-1. Second pitch, fastball taken for ball 1. One, missing the zone for ball 2. Pearson from the stretch. Another fastball taken for a ball, and now just 10 pitches remaining for Pearson.
Yeah, a lot of those pitches were close. Schultz is just having to get at bat and not swinging at those.
And he lays off that one as well as he walks. Harper Schultz will walk as it brings up the number 9 hitter, and Aaron Dilger. Dilger 1 for 2, singling and then reaching on an error his last time up. He's got Schultz over at first with 1 away. Looks like we'll have
Gomez
a courtesy runner as well.
I think Gomez is just re-entering into the game.
So Christian Gomez now over at first. 1 down for the Bombers. First pitch from Pearson. Popped up, way up, out towards the infield, and Pearson will make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, Matt Pearson usually plays center field if he's not on the mound, so I think he's like, you know what, you infielders, you stay away from me, I'll take that ball, and I'll take it myself.
Natural instinct right there. 1 pitch, 1 out, and peak efficiency for Matt Pearson as it brings up the top of the order and Caleb Brigham. Brigham is 1 for 3, singling, striking out, and then grounding out. Runner on first with 2 down. Pearson now with 8 pitches remaining. That one is fired in for strike 1. But 2 down, you have to imagine he just wants to get this out right here before they turn it over in the 7th to Schmitz. Oh, 1. That one sent out, carrying out towards the outfield. And it's going to be caught by Almaris out and right. 4 out number 3, so a big 3rd out for Matt Pearson as he finishes inning number 6 of pitching. And your score remains 4-3. The Vikings lead. They'll turn it back over to their bats in search of insurance, as it'll be Klabundi, Doctor, and Roland, the 6, 7, and 8 scheduled to hit. We'll bring you those at-bats right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. Wold, Certified Public Accountant, has you covered. From bookkeeping and financial reports to tax planning and preparation, individuals and businesses, he's here to help you achieve your dreams. Give him a call. Todd R. Wold, CPA, 701-356-1040. You can also visit wold-cpa.com. Best of luck to Kindred and both teams in today's game.
Kindred Express Lane is a friendly, locally owned convenience store open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and offers hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Kindred Express Lane is located at 220 First Avenue South across the street from the baseball and football fields, just 3 inches away from Highway 15 in Kindred. While you're fueling up, be sure and grab a snack and a cold beverage for the road. Kindred Express Lane wishes the Kindred Post 117 Vikings the best of luck in the East Regional Baseball Tournament. Go Vikings!
All right, we rejoin you live from Kindred, North Dakota here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-3 your score, the Vikings leading the Bombers. It's going to be Lucas Klabundi leading things off. Klabundi 1 for 2, striking out and then singling his last time up. And Klabundi swinging at the first pitch. Going into the hole is the shortstop, Brigham, firing over to first, and the throw is not in time as Klabundi digs it out. Chalk it up as an infield leadoff single.
Yeah, that's a tough play by to get over Brigman to get over there, and makes the play just not in time with Klabundi's wheels coming down the first baseline.
Brings up Jeremiah Doctor. Doctor 0 for 2, grounding out and then striking out. Runner over at first with 0 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Looks like we got a pinch batter here.
Yes, we do.
Opgrand.
So Opgrand will settle in instead.
I'm assuming Jeremiah Doctor will come right back in and go back to catch the 7th inning.
Now look over to my right. Looks like there's some activity as well over near the bullpen. A few of those Vikings players playing catch as the first pitch comes in to strike 1 to Opgrand. Miller checking the runner, firing back. Klabundi able to get in safely.
With the wheels he has, it's not a bad idea. Sending that ball over there by Miller.
Pitch taken for a ball, 1-1 to Opgrand. Miller will check the runner again. 1-1. One dribbled down the line and knocked down by the third baseman, DeYoung, who's able to keep it in the infield, but everyone's going to be safe. Klabundi over to second, Opgrand over to first.
They're giving him a hit here in the official scorebook.
Connor Roland up next. 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. He's got 2 on after the back-to-back singles. Now 14 hits on the game for Kindred. First pitch bunt being shown and pulling back. Taken high for a ball.
Yeah, 8-9 due up. This isn't a bad idea. Get those base runners over into scoring position. 8-9 top. Connor Roland lays a good bunt down. Maybe gets on first too.
1-0 bunt shown again and taken again for ball 2.
If you're Miller here, Kindred's willing to give you an out here. I think you just got to throw that fastball right over the plate and let Connor Roland bunt that thing.
2-0 pitch. That one shot over towards third. DeYoung catching it, now firing back over to double him off, and they got him. Another double play.
That's just unfortunate there by the Kindred Vikings. Hard hit ball by Roland, but caught Max Opgrand off the base there and double him off. Second one of the night for the Bombers here.
So Opgrand doubled off over at first base. Puts a runner on second with 2 down now for Jorgen Swenson. Swenson takes the first pitch for a strike. In a big-time play right there for DeYoung and the Bombers. Now they just need 1 out to get out of the 6th. 0-1. That one missing the zone, taken for a ball.
That ball gets by him. That's a run. That's another insurance run for the Vikings. And people are still running with only still 0 outs.
Here's the 1-1. That one is taken low for ball 2. Miller's 2-1. Missing the zone for ball 3. Count now at 3-1 to Swenson. Pitch on the way, popped up very high out towards the infield. And we'll see who calls for it, as it's going to be caught by Landon Hale for the third out of the inning. That's going to do it for the 6th, as it's now 3 outs remaining for the Bombers to try and get 1 run. We'll see if they can do just that. Should be in for an exciting finish, 4-3 your score. The Vikings leading the Bombers, and we'll be back with the 7th after this on Magnitude Sports.
Jamie Swenson, Senior Associate with Park Company Realtors, will help you find the home you're really looking for in your real estate endeavors. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Selling or buying? Make that home run call to Jamie at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and the hometown rookies of tomorrow.
All right, welcome back. It's Matt Pearson back out on the mounds. He's got 6 pitches remaining, and we'll see what he can do here with those 6 pitches as he faces off against the number 2 hitter, Hudson Stein. Stein 0 for 3, lining out, flying out, and then striking out. First pitch is fouled off. Pearson throwing a very hard fastball even now, just throwing that last pitch for pitch number 100. Here in the 7th and final inning of regulation. Second pitch of the at-bat swung on for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count to Stein. And he takes it for strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout for Matt Pearson. First out of the inning.
That's exactly what Matt Pearson needed to do. He's got 3 pitches left. So if he can get this next guy out, gets two outs here with 6 pitches. Great for the Kindred Vikings. The Bombers need to get a plate across here.
Grayson Doctor up next. And he takes the first pitch for strike 1. Doctor 1 for 2, striking out, walking, and then doubling.
Doctor might be watching this next pitch too.
Nope. Pitch is going to be swung on and popped up over towards right field, and that one is going to drop. Doctor aboard over at first.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Pearson did exactly what he needed to do. That just fell in no man's land over there in that kind of Bermuda triangle between second baseman, first baseman, and right fielder. And Grayson Doctor gets on again.
Brings up Jonah DeYoung, who singled, walked, and then grounded out. DeYoung is at a fine day, both at the plate and out at the field. And for Pearson, this next pitch will be his last. He's at 104. Checking the runner. Pitch on the way and fouled off.
So they get to the last batter here. So as soon as, if they're at 104, pitching 105, he gets to finish the at-bat.
Okay, so there you have it. That's why he will stay in here even with 105 pitches, and probably why they elected not to yank him with 104. 0-1, taken for a ball. It would make sense then why they even put him back out there in the first place with only a few pitches to play with, because they can try and maximize whatever they have left in him. 1-1. Fastball taken for strike 2.
Yes, when he threw his no-hitter, he had that started his last guy at pitching 105. Then that at-bat went to 112. So it was a 7-pitch at-bat, and he got him out for his last batter of the game and got this no-hitter against the Fargo Jets.
Wow. Here's a 1-2, and it's going to be taken for a ball. 2-2 to Jonah DeYoung. Pearson deals again. And he fires it in for strike 3. Another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Matt Pearson. 10 for him on the game. And that's going to do it.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Pearson's done. Let's see who we put on the mound to try and get that last out for the Kindred Vikings. Nick Thompson's grabbing a different glove. I don't know if that means he's going over to third. He's coming in to get his last out. I know he's going to be the starter for the next game for the Kindred Vikings. So
Thompson trotting over in the area, and
looks like he is going to get the ball on the mound.
So Nick Thompson coming in over from first base to try and get the final out. Your score 4-3 here. The Vikings leading the Bombers and just 1 out away from taking the Game 1 victory. Pearson will trot off into the dugout, and what a night it was for Matt Pearson. You mentioned the 10 strikeouts. Faced 31 batters as well, as he cruised through almost the entirety of the game, going 6 2/3 innings while surrendering 2 earned runs. I'll do it for Pearson. Thompson comes in to close it out, and he'll face off against Quinn Miller. And Pearson will go over to first. So a straight swap. Pitcher and the first baseman changing in and out. As Thompson will warm up, and for Nick Thompson, you mentioned also be the Game 2 starter. Any insight on him?
He throws that good fastball, has a change of off speed as well. He's one of those guys that's going to attack you as well. He doesn't like to give freebies, and but he's really likes to change up his speed on the mound with his fastball and his off speed pitches. So that's something we're going to see to get hopefully for the Vikings to get this last out into this next game when he's starting on the mound.
So a bit of a preview of sorts for Thompson, who we'll see in Game 2. So we'll get a few more tosses in. Hour 28 gone in this game, but a very quick-moving game, and we talked about the pace for the two pitchers being a big reason why, especially when you imagine a game with combined 19 hits going this quickly. Not something you see very often, but here we are.
Those Kindred batters were attacking those they got 14 hits up there, but they were attacking on the first or second pitch of the at-bat because Eibach was just chucking those things in there and challenging those hitters.
So here comes Quinn Miller, who is the last chance here for the Bombers. First pitch, and Miller takes for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Thompson deals again, grounder down the line, over towards third, picked up and fired over to first, and that's going to do it. The Vikings take Game 1. Swenson to Pearson. Pearson going 6 2/3, and Thompson closing it out at the end. And it's a 4-3 victory on the Viking varsity diamond. Kindred taking Game 1 of a doubleheader with the Bombers. And for Eric and Nick here with Magnitude Sports, we'll take a quick break. We'll keep it right here for the honoring between games and get ready for Game 2. So don't go anywhere. We'll have more coverage here on Magnitude Sports. We'll take a quick step back here as we get ready for the ceremony and for Game 2. Any final thoughts here before we sign off?
That was a great game by both teams. Quick game, only took an hour and a half. Kindred got 14 hits. Those bats came alive today, but Bombers played it close, and they played a great game as well. I'm looking forward to this next game.
All right, so there you have it. Game 2 and a ceremony coming up on Magnitude Sports, and we'll be back in a moment.
Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation, or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports.
Starting our presentation here in just a second. Dino.
No, so they don't go to zeros till you hit. And then they'll do it.
Okay.
They
It's a
won't-
thing with Nike likes to zeros.
Oh, okay.
I've just been told. If you're cool with it, I don't really care.
Once again, between games tonight,
Chili boxing.
we're going to be honoring Mr. Rich Shook. And at this time, I would like to invite Rich Shook and his wife Donna out onto the diamond, along with Mr. Mark Kuhn of the Kindred Post 117 Legion. Rich was nominated by the Kindred American Legion Post 117, and Kindred's own Rich Shook of Kindred Fire Department was awarded the North Dakota American Legion 2021 Firefighter of the Year by the North Dakota American Legion. Rich was recognized during the annual firefighting meeting. Rich has been a part of the Kindred Fire Department for 18 years and was elected Fire Chief in 2019. Since becoming Chief, the active membership has more than doubled. The morale within the department has greatly improved. Attendance and participation in meetings, department training, and participation in local and regional fire schools, as well as attendance to fire and rescue calls, have all improved dramatically since Rich has become Chief. Rich is also captain of the Cheyenne Valley Technical Rescue Team, a response team specializing in grain bin rescue. Rich travels the region educating people about grain bin safety and also demonstrating grain bin rescues. Rich is currently in the process of his Instructor 1 certification and has attended several regional schools and classes. Most recently, Rich led the effort for himself and several Kindred Fire Department members to earn their national certification for wildland fires, also known as Red Card Certified. This special certification will allow them to answer the call to fight wildfires when called upon in the United States. Rich currently serves on the Kindred Lutheran Church Council and since 2017 has been the City of Kindred's Public Works Superintendent and takes great pride in his position with the city and his service to the community. For more than 20 years, Rich has been a proud resident of Kindred, along with his wife Donna and their two daughters, Brianna and Bailey. I'd like to add on to the end of this that also very often here at the Diamond, when we have issues, we call Rich. And he comes down and helps us out weekends, anytime. He's done a great amount to help us with our facility here. And we would like to give a strong round of applause for Rich Shook, Firefighter of the Year in 2021. And now if Mr. Mark Kuhn would please present Rich with the baseball. Rich, take your position where you want to throw out that first pitch. We'll bring out our catcher, Jeremiah Doctor. No pressure, the cameras are rolling and ESPN is waiting. Right from the mound and everything. Right. Nice job, Rich. Rich will be up in the press box and have a few things to say here after the first half or inning or so. And again, we'd like to thank Rich for all of his great community service and everything he's done for us and all the people in the area, keeping us safe.
Jamie Swenson, Senior Associate with Park Company Realtors, will help you find the home you're really looking for in your real estate endeavors. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Selling or buying? Make that home run call to Jamie at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and the hometown rookies of tomorrow.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Kindred Express Lane is a friendly, locally owned convenience store open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and offers hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Kindred Express Lane is located at 220 First Avenue South across the street from the baseball and football fields, just 3 inches away from Highway 15 in Kindred. While you're fueling up, be sure and grab a snack and a cold beverage for the road. Kindred Express Lane wishes the Kindred Post 117 Vikings the best of luck in the East Regional Baseball Tournament. Go Vikings!
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. Wold, Certified Public Accountant, has you covered. From bookkeeping and financial reports to tax planning and preparation, individuals and businesses, he's here to help you achieve your dreams. Give him a call. Todd R. Wold, CPA, 701-356-1040. You can also visit wold-cpa.com. Best of luck to Kindred and both teams in today's game.
Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
All right, welcome back. About ready to get Game 2 underway between the Bombers and the Vikings in this doubleheader out in Kindred, North Dakota. Game 1 going to the Vikings, 4-3 your final score on that one. And we have the starting lineups for these two sides. Starting off with the Bombers, it's going to be Caleb Brigham leading off over at second base. Hudson Stein will be the first baseman, batting second. Grayson Doctor will be on the mound, pitching and batting third. Jonah DeYoung will be over at third, the cleanup man. Quinn Miller will be batting fifth at shortstop. Landon Hale in left field, batting sixth. Christian Gomez out in right field, batting seventh. Joey Jagger will be the designated hitter, batting eighth. Aaron Dilger will be the center fielder, batting ninth. And then the catcher will be Brody Rorick. And for Kindred, leading off will be Mason Omaris out in right field. Matt Pearson in center field, batting second. Carter Schmitz, the shortstop, batting third. On the mound will be Nick Thompson, who will also be the cleanup hitter. Max Opgrand will be batting fifth over at first base. Lucas Klabundi will be out in left field, batting sixth. Jeremiah Doctor will be catching and batting seventh. Jorgen Swenson will be over at third, batting eighth. And batting ninth over at second base will be Graham Glazo. You can take a look at Thompson warming up right now. Thompson came in to get the final out in Game 1, and as Nick mentioned, he'll be the starter here in Game 2, and he gave a nice little scouting report. Taking a look at these two lineups, is there anything that really catches your eye here as we're about to start Game 2?
Nothing really major. It's kind of the only switch for the Kindred Vikings I see is Max Opgrand coming in at first and then Nick Thompson going to the mound and Connor Roland being on the bench. I wouldn't be surprised if Connor Roland comes in at some point in the game. Bombers look pretty much close to the same here, and I think it's going to be another really great game.
Yeah, looks to be a lot of the usual suspects, at least based off what I've seen from Kindred and what we saw from the Bombers. And Game 1, and we'll see if the Bombers can get the split or if the Vikings can get the sweep.
Number 9, Matt Pearson. And over in
It was a quick-moving first game, as it looks like we're about ready to get started here. 7:35 your local time, right as we're about to start Game 2. Pitches being tossed around. We saw the ceremonial first pitch dropped in for a strike.
Yes, it was. That was a great pitch right down the middle.
And right from the mounds, too. A lot of times those first pitches, they don't necessarily go straight from the bump, but all the way back 60 feet and 6 inches.
Yeah, he's joining us up here now. We got to give him big props over there on that first pitch and everything he does here for the community of Kindred. That is Rich Shook, of course.
And it's going to be Caleb Brigham leading things off as he did in Game 1. First pitch to Brigham is taken for a strike. 0-1 from Nick Thompson. Thompson working from the windup. 0-1, fastball fired in for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count. Brigham, Stein, and Doctor, the 3-2 up. 0-2 pitch, that one on the ground over towards Schmitz at short, who fires over to first in time for out number 1. Schmitz to Opgrand for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that's a good pitch by Nick Thompson. He threw that off-speed pitch, got first those 2 strikes with his fastballs. Threw that off-speed pitch, didn't leave it that far over the plate, left it a little low, and Brigham puts it into the ground. Carter Schmitz comes up and makes a good play.
Hudson Stein, the first baseman, up next, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. Thompson off to a quick start. All 4 pitches have been strikes thus far. And that one is a strike as well, as it struck well. That one carrying out towards the outfield for the first hit of the game. That one jumping off the bat of Stein. And it brings up Grayson Doctor. Doctor has a runner on with 1 away. Thompson will check the runner. First pitch taken for a ball. First ball of the game for Thompson. Here's the 1-0. That one is shot foul. Carrying out over that right field fence out near the fire truck.
Hopefully he didn't hit that fire truck out there.
Looks to be in good spirits as someone scoops it up and will toss it in the back of his lawnmower. Count is 1-1 to Doctor. Doctor hits that one hard on the ground. Could be 2 as Schmitz fires over to second. Over towards first for the double play, and they got him. 2 outs for the price of 1, and that's going to do it for the top of the first as it's another de facto 1-2-3 inning. To the bottom of the first we go, and it's going to be the top of the order due up for the Vikings. We'll bring you that right after this on Magnitude Sports.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
How you overcome challenges as a farmer is what defines you. At Mustang Seeds, it's what defines us. This year brought heavy drought, late season storms, and hail. Now is the time to savor the harvest weather and reap the rewards of the blood, sweat, and tears we've put into our fields. With strong products, proven results, and an untamed spirit, we don't allow any room for failure. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit MustangSeeds.com today.
All right, welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota. Viking Varsity Diamond, your site for Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Bombers and the Vikings. 0-0 your score after a double play ending the top of the first, and it was another quick top of the first, only 4 minutes into this one. And it's going to be the top of the order for the Vikings due up. Mason O'Maris, Matt Pearson, and Carter Schmitz facing off against Grayson Doctor, the starting pitcher for the Bombers. O'Maris had a great game in Game 1 with, I believe, 3 hits to his name, and we'll see what sort of damage he can do in Game 2. One of those being a triple. First pitch of the game from Doctor, a fastball in for strike 1.
Yeah, Mason O'Maris usually to start the game, he'll maybe watch 1 or 2 or a few more, and but after that, when he gets through the lineup, he likes to attack that first pitch.
And he takes that pitch for strike 2. Back-to-back fastballs for strikes from Doctor. Doctor shaking off his catcher from the windup, 0-2. And he gets a hard hit out towards right field, and that one drops.
Another triple.
Getting by the right fielder, and he's going to dig for extra bases. O'Maris with some speed on him, rounding second and heading towards third. On the way and in, standing up, and you are right. It is a leadoff triple for Mason O'Maris.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what he does. He got to 2 strikes. He's a very confident hitter with 2 strikes. He's never afraid once he gets to 2 strikes, and that's proven right there. Led off the game last game with a 2-strike hit, and now it's another 2-strike hit. I think that one's a single with a pass ball on that right fielder, and then error to get him all the way to the triple.
So he does reach third on the hit, as it will be ruled as a base hit, as Pearson will take the first pitch. O'Maris now 90 feet away from scoring the first run of the game already. Quick start for the Vikings as he takes it high for ball 2. Two-0 pitch to Pearson, who is the Game 1 starter, and he takes it for ball 3. Pearson going 6 2/3 innings in that one with 10 strikeouts to his name. Another great start from Matt Pearson. Here's the 3-0 from Doctor, and he takes for a strike. Doctor trying to claw his way back into the at-bat. (3-1). And it's swung through for strike 2. Now a full count to Matt Pearson.
If not mistaken, I don't know if you just said it here, but Matt Pearson went 3 for 3 last game too, I think.
He did, yes. Top of the order, doing a lot of damage for the Vikings. Payoff pitch, survey says, pop up very high over towards the Bomber dugout and dropping on the roof.
Dropping right on that dugout.
Pearson able to stay alive. Another 3-2. And it's taken high for ball 4. Pearson will walk. Carter Schmitz up next. Pearson over at first. O'Maris over at third. Runners on the corners here with 0 outs.
Kindred's looking to strike early here.
Schmitz will get some instructions. Now settle into the box.
Yeah, first and third here. Josh O'Maris usually likes to run something here. See if Matt Pearson takes off.
Pitch on the way. Taken for a ball. With that open base over at second, it was very enticing to try and take off for second, especially with the runner at third, almost daring that catcher to throw over. 1-0, and that one is fouled off. Chasing after it, going down and nearly making the catch was Rorick.
Yeah, it looks like he lost his feet a little bit there, else he would have had that catch.
Foul ball evens the count at 1.
Yeah, usually with that second base open, first and third, usually see that second baseman or shortstop coming up in front of the bag instead of backing it up, being that little deke play out in front. So keeping that third guy on third honest on a throw all the way through, or that throw to him.
1-1 to Schmitz, and he takes for a strike. Now 1-2, Doctor looking for the first out of the inning.
Doctor had a great game at the plate last game too as well. Now he's going to try and transfer over on the mound.
He'll check the runner Pearson at first. 1-2, breaking ball taken for a ball. Schmidt's able to get out of the way of that one.
Looked like Nate Walsh thinks that might have hit the bat. Appealing it out to Taylor Foose over in the field. Not a foul ball. Makes it a 2-2 count.
Yeah, you could hear him say down on the field, foul ball there, trying to maybe get that call, but instead it's 2-2. And it's swung through for strike 3. Doctor with a huge first out on the strikeout to Schmitz.
That's big. Now you got a double play opportunity up the middle if Nick Thompson hits it to one of those middle infielders and gets out of the inning.
It's your first Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout of the game, and it brings up Nick Thompson.
Yeah, Nate Walsh is a very decorated coach. He was coaching back in the day when I was playing against the Bombers.
That one is roped out towards the outfield into the gap for a base hit. That's going to score at least one as Pearson is going to dig for third, and he's going to be waved home. On the way home, the relay throw is not in time, and it's 2 runs brought home off the bat of Nick Thompson. The cleanup man, the pitcher, helping his cause.
Yes, he is.
That brings up number 17, first baseman Max Opgrand.
Max Opgrand up next.
It's a big first inning for the Vikings.
Courtesy runner is going to be Connor Roland. So a 2-run double for Thompson. Roland coming in over at second. 1 down here for Max Opgrand. 2 hits and 2 runs for the Vikings. First pitch on the way, and Opgrand pops it up towards the middle of the infield as Miller will call for it and make the catch for out number 2. 2 down as the runner holds up over at second. Lucas Klabundi due up next. Klabundi has Roland over at second base with 2 down. Kindred striking first here in the bottom of the first. Doctor from the stretch. Pitch is high and taken for a ball. Now taking off for third is Roland. And he's in standing up.
Roland moves up and pass ball.
1-0 to Klabundi to boot. Second pitch from Doctor. That one fouled off into the screen. Count even.
Wasn't the cleanest swing there by Klabundi. Looks like he's trying to fix that thing up here.
So he chops that one on the ground, and a nice catch as he fires over to the mound.
Look at that play by Josh Almaris over there. Maybe old, but he's still got it. Hopefully he doesn't listen to that later.
Klabundi fouls off for strike 2. It's always fascinating to see the difference in reactions for those base coaches when foul balls are hit their way. A lot of them just duck out of the way, fearing for their life. But a few of them you'll see go make a nice play. And it's a nice one by Coach Almaris right there. 1-2. That one lifted out towards the outfield. Close play. Laying out. Did he make the catch?
Play.
He did.
Holy cow.
What a catch by Landon Hale for the third out of the inning, and that's going to do it for the first as 2 come across on 2 hits and 1 left on over at third. 2-0 your score. The Vikings up on top over the Bombers, and we'll bring you the top of the second after a few words from your sponsors on Magnitude.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
All right, welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota. 2-0 your score after 1 inning of play. The Vikings with 2 runs on 2 hits, and it's going to be the 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Bombers. Jonah DeYoung leading things off. And for Nick Thompson in the first inning, 8 pitches, 1 ball, and 7 strikes for him as he fires that one in for strike 1.
Yeah, that off-speed pitch, as a hitter, you're not really looking for that kind of taking that all the way when you see those spin. But Nick Thompson throws it in there.
0-1 is grounded and through the hole. That one will go down as a single for DeYoung.
He's looking for that off-speed pitch that time.
Number 7, shortstop, Quinn Miller.
Quinn Miller up next, and right on there as it'll be 1 on for Quinn Miller. DeYoung has made a few nice plays over at third, as well as collecting a couple of hits now over these 2 games. First pitch, Miller swinging and fouling it off out towards the trees behind the road team dugout. Count at 0-1. I'm sure the people parking over there are very thankful for those trees' presence, and by those people, I mean me, as my car is in that area. To hold my breath there, that was a close call. Thompson nearly getting DeYoung over at first.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough. My parents live in Kindred, so I just go steal their golf cart and drive it over here.
0-1. That pitch taken for a ball to even the count to Miller. Are golf carts a common sight in Kindred? I saw a sign that said no golf carts.
A lot of golf carts are around Kindred, yep.
1-1. Bunt being laid down. Charging in is Thompson, firing over to first to get the out as the runner will advance over to second. So Miller will have a sacrifice bunt, advancing DeYoung on over to second for the first out of the inning. Landon Hale due up next. Thompson stepping off the mound and settling back on. First pitch is high for ball 1. That one just the 3rd ball thrown by Thompson in this game. 1-0 becomes 1-1. Thompson checking the runner from the stretch. Pitch fired in for strike 2. Thompson been able to get out ahead in the count very early and often. One-two. That one chopped on the ground over towards Schmitz at short. Firing over to first, throw on the way, and that one just escaping the glove. As the runner DeYoung will advance over to third, that puts runners on the corners with 1 down.
Yeah, it looks like got that big hop, but Carter didn't attack that big hop right away and waited for it, had to get that ball out right away. And unfortunately for the Vikings, that ball just popped out of Max Opgran's glove there at first.
It'll bring up Christian Gomez with runners on the corners. Gomez, the number 7 hitter in this Bomber lineup. Thompson's pitch taken for a strike, taking off for second, and sliding in is going to be Hale. So now 2 in scoring position for Gomez, who's looking at an 0-1 count. Thompson's pitch on the way and taken for a strike. Looking for a big second out right here.
Yes, the biggest thing you can do right now is strike this guy out without putting that ball in play.
0-2, that one hit over towards third, and they got the double play. How about that? Right to the glove of Swenson, who gets the tag down in time, and that's going to end the inning. Another double play for Kindred. And we head towards the bottom of the second as 1 is left on, no coming across. 2-0 your score. The Vikings up on top over the Bombers in the bottom of the second, upcoming right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
All right, back in action here in the bottom of the second inning as it's going to be Jeremiah Doctor leading things off. After a great double play to turn things over to the bottom of the second. Doctor swinging at the first pitch, popping it up, carrying out into foul territory and dropping for a foul ball. And it was a heads-up play by Swenson over at third. After making the catch, immediately looking for the runner to try and get the tag down for 2.
Yes. Also got to give a shout out here to Steve Doctor watching the game. He is very appreciative of us doing this. Glad we can bring it out to all these fans that are unable to get to this game and be able to watch these Fargo Bombers and Kindred Vikings play.
Count is at 0-2 to Jeremiah Doctor. And yes, we're very appreciative of all the viewers that are able to tune in, night out, and catch the action from the diamond as that one is fouled off. Doctor was able to stay alive. And we've got viewers from all across the country tuning in for this one.
Yep.
0-2. Doctor takes for strike 3, and Doctor strikes out Doctor for the first out of the inning.
Yep.
Brings up Jorgen Swenson. It was Swenson who was able to turn that double play to end the top half of the second. First pitch, Swenson takes the fastball high for ball 1. That one hit over towards first and right into the glove of Stein for out number 2.
I bet Jorgen Swenson can't be mad at that one. The play he made last inning, that line drive right over to him, kind of got a little payback there. The Bombers.
Yeah. Line out giveth and line out taketh away as it brings up Graham Glazzo. 2 down for the number 9 hitter. First pitch taken for a strike. Oh, 1 from Doctor. And it's taken inside to even the count. Talked about pitch count in game 1. Already 30 pitches for Doctor here in game 2. 1-1 fouled off.
Yeah, that first inning when Kindred scored those first 2 runs doesn't really help that pitch count early on in the game. Settled in a little here. Got 2 quick outs. See if he can get the third one here.
1-2 on the way. And it's taken for a ball just inside.
That one was close. Looked like it fooled Graham Glazzo a little bit there.
Glazzo able to stay alive in the box. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Pitch on the way and swung through for strike 3. Doctor rings him up for his second Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout of the inning. And that's going to do it for the second inning. Through 2, your score remains 2-0. As it's going to be the top of the third upcoming right after a few words from your sponsors here on Magnitude Sports.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
And we're back live from Kindred, North Dakota. Viking Varsity Diamond doubleheader between the Bombers and the Vikings, and it's the Vikings leading game 2. 2-0 your score after pleading home 2 in the bottom of the first. And due up for the Bombers, it's going to be Joey Jagger, Aaron Dilger, and Caleb Brigham, the 3 due up. Facing off against Nick Thompson, who's on 21 pitches now after that one is fouled off for strike 1. Another quick moving game here, only 24 minutes through, as we are through 2 innings of play.
Love that quick baseball.
0-1 on the way, swung through for strike 2, and the way that these two pitchers have been locked in right now, you get the feeling that that might be the pace of play throughout this one.
Yep, Nick Thompson struggles sometimes when he gets up in this count. When he goes, that's a good pitch. He likes to go right at him still and leaves a couple over the heart of the plate, and those hitters like to take advantage sometimes, but that's a very well-pitched ball trying to get him to chase there in the dirt.
Count now at 1-2 as Jagger was able to lay off. Thompson fires again. Fastball got him, looking for strike 3. Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for your first out of the inning.
I don't think Jagger liked that call a little too much. Thought that one might have been a little outside.
That's going to bring up Aaron Dilger. First strikeout of the game for Thompson. Dilger, the number 9 hitter, settling in. And a fastball pops the mitt for strike 1. A 1 from Thompson. And he catches his own for strike 2. Another quick 0-2 count.
Yes, he's hitting that outside corner, and Nate Novak behind the plate is giving him that outside corner pitch.
0-2, and that one just tipped foul.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good swing there.
Dilger getting a piece and staying alive. Now Thompson will briefly step off.
Oh, I think that one caught Jeremiah Doctor there. Maybe giving Jeremiah a little break here.
Now something we talked about in the previous game we did together is he gets him swinging for strike 3. Another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Nick Thompson, his second of the inning, his second of the game.
Yeah, alluding to that unwritten rule, kind of given if it hits the ump, catcher walks it out. If it hits the catcher, the umpire slows the game down a little bit, and giving those guys a breathers.
Caleb Brigham, the leadoff man, up next, and he takes the pitch for strike 1. Brigham is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Next pitch on the way. That one, a fastball taken low. That last pitch, number 30 for Thompson. 1-1, taken for ball 2.
Yeah, those last 2 pitches, they were very close to the zone, just drifting a little outside. Good takes.
Working quickly again, he finds the zone to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brigham. Top of the third, hanging in the balance. And Thompson got him. He strikes out the side.
Strikes out the side.
That's going to do it for the top half of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no nothing as your score remains 2-0. The Vikings up on top over the Bombers. 3 strikeouts for Thompson. And we'll turn it over to the top of the order for the Vikings. Almaris, Pearson, and Schmitz do up right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Jamie Swenson, Senior Associate with Park Company Realtors, will help you find the home you're really looking for in your real estate endeavors. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Selling or buying? Make that home run call to Jamie at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and the hometown rookies of tomorrow.
All right, we're back. About to start the bottom of the third. It's going to be Mason Omeris leading things off. Omeris 1 for 1 with a single and then reaching third on the passed ball. And he's looking for yet another hit as he's now got 4 between the 2 games of the doubleheader. And Omeris takes the first pitch for a strike. Omeris, Pearson, and Schmitz, the 3 scheduled to hit against Grace and Doctor. Doctor fires as that one is hit down the line, and that one is going to be dropping for a hit. Another for Omeris. 2 for 2 on the game.
Funny thing is Mason Omeris, he's getting on a little bit of a slump. He was 0 for 9 before last night, and he got a couple hits last night. And finally, he's just, when you get in that little bit of a slump, you come back from a big break like the 4th of July. You kind of see that ball like a beach ball, and that's kind of like what he's doing right now.
It's incredible just how much mentality can play a role into a player's performance, especially in a sport like baseball. As Pearson will take the first pitch for ball 1. Pearson drawing a walk his first time up. Especially with such a long season, so many games, baseball, the ultimate test of mental endurance.
It's the biggest thing. That's the toughest sport for that. Probably wrestling's coming right up next to it, and with straight up, and mental and physical endurance, and baseball's 90% mental, 10% physical there.
I always like to say that hitting a baseball is one of the toughest tasks in all of team sports. When the best players in the world get a hit roughly 30% of the time, that just is a testament to the difficulty.
Yep.
Pearson swinging through for strike 1.
Yeah. Best hitters in the world still get out 70% of the time. It's
absolutely
just crazy to think about.
1-1 to Pearson. Doctor now on 37 pitches. And he'll fire back over to first, checking on Omeris. Gotta say, something that we don't see over at Starion when I do the post-runner games is dirt stains, as they have the good old-fashioned dirt infield here.
Yep. Yeah, Dan Nathan, he takes a lot of pride in coming out and getting this field ready for these boys. Day in and day out, he's here dang near every day, all day, and takes a very big pride in making sure this field looks perfect every game.
And I gotta say, as an old-school guy myself, certainly there are plenty of benefits to a turf field, and certainly there's maintenance and whatever, but for me personally, I still love that old-school feel of the grass and the dirt.
Yeah, we went a little new school here in Kindred with that turf mound, but everything else is good old school.
Count is at 2-1 to Pearson as Omeris reached second on the passed ball. And he'll take that pitch for a strike. 2-2 to Pearson. Doctor deals again. And that one taken for ball 3, now a full count. Doctor with the payoff pitch. As that one is grounded sharply down the line. It's a fair ball.
He might get 2 on that one.
It's going to score Omeris, and digging for second is going to be Pearson, and he's in standing up. 3-0 your score. The Vikings adding one more run to their lead.
It looks like the scorebook officially did it as an error.
So Pearson to second on the air, scoring Omeris, and it brings up Carter Schmitz. Schmitz 0 for 1, striking out his first time up. First pitch, Schmitz will take high for a ball.
I was saving it for after the first pitch was thrown, but Matt Pearson did not touch first base as he rounded first base going into second.
Well, in case there's anyone listening in,
yeah,
probably kicking themselves now as the count is at 1-0. Popped up very, very high out towards the edge
that's gonna be
of the infield, and it's going to be caught by Brighamman over at second for out number 1. Nick Thompson due up next. Thompson 1 for 1 with a double. That one bringing home 2 runs in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, hit that in the left center gap. He saw it in the pitch he wanted and drove that thing. Looks like left field is shading him to that left center gap right now as well.
Thompson swinging at the first pitch,
sends
sending
it
it
into
out
right
towards
field.
right field. That one carrying out, and it's going to be dropping for a hit. Thompson wheeling around over towards second. Coming home to score is going to be Pearson, and it's another RBI for Nick Thompson, his third of the game. He's now 2 for 2.
Yeah, they had him shaded to that left center and right center gap, and looked like he didn't really hit it the best he wanted to and kind of just jammed him off. But he's Nick Thompson's so strong that he just shot it over into right field and it dropped down there for that double.
2 more runs for Kindred here in the bottom of the third to make it a 4-0 ball game. Max Opgrand up next, who flew out his first time up. And he takes the fastball for strike 1. And it looks like there's also some activity going on in the bullpen for the Bombers. So keep an eye out on that, as there might be a new arm coming out to the mound soon. 44 pitches for Doctor. Here's the 0-1. That one bouncing in the dirt. Blocked away by Rorick.
It's a good
Count
block
even.
there by Rorick. Saves Roland from moving up to third.
Especially with 1 out.
Yes.
If you're the Bombers, you absolutely want to keep them from getting to third. One. That one taken for a strike.
Yeah, it looks like Connor Rowan's getting a little fooled by Doctor's move over there on the mound. He shows that he might be going a little bit. Rowan hops back a little, and then Doctor decides, hey, I'm going to go home now that you hopped back to second.
1-2. That one popped up very high, carrying out a play on the run as the catcher Rorick. And able to fire back over to third as he makes the catch. 4 out number 2.
That's a nice play by Rorick. That's tough. I think the wind's blowing a little bit south, so that ball might have started out and it came back in, and Rorick caught that right up next to the fence, and great play by the catcher there.
Yeah, those pop flies for those catchers can be very difficult to judge as they move around. You mentioned the wind. It was in double digits for the first pitch for Game 1, and just taking a look at that flag out in the outfield, looks like it's still blowing around just a little bit here in Game 2. Now 2 down for Lucas Klabundi. Klabundi takes the pitch high for ball 1. Klabundi 0 for 1, flying out his first trip to the plate. Ball 2.
Yep, Doctor wants to get out of this inning, get his batters back in the dugout, and try to chip away at this lead that Kindred's built up here in the third inning.
Yeah, they jumped out for 2 in the first and now 2 in the third. Now stepping off the mound is Doctor, checking on the runner, Roland over at second.
Yep, just keeping him honest over there. Probably knew he wasn't going to throw the whole way. Just wanted to check him back, maybe get a new sign from his catcher.
2-0, that one sent out towards the middle of the infield as it's going to be caught by Miller out at short for out number 3. So that's going to do it for the third inning. Through 3, it's a 4-0 game. The Vikings up on top over the Bombers as it'll bring up Hudson Stein, Grayson Doctor, and Jonah DeYoung, the 2, 3, and 4 coming to the plate. Eric Teoxson and Nick Eggman on Magnitude Sports, and we're back with more in a moment.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Kindred Express Lane is a friendly, locally owned convenience store open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and offers hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Kindred Express Lane is located at 220 First Avenue South across the street from the baseball and football field, just 3 inches away from Highway 15 in Kindred. While you're fueling up, be sure and grab a snack and a cold beverage for the road. Kindred Express Lane wishes the Kindred Post 117 Vikings the best of luck in the East Regional Baseball Tournament. Go Vikings!
And we're back, about to start the 4th inning in another quick-moving game. Only 39 minutes gone through the first 3 innings of play. 4-0 your score. The Kindred Vikings up on top over the Fargo Post 2 Bombers. It's going to be Hudson Stein leading things off. Stein is 1 for 1 with a single. 1 of 2 hits on the game for the Bombers. Thompson's first pitch taken for a ball. Thompson now at 34 pitches on the game, 27 balls, other way around as that one has popped up and hit out deep towards the outfield, carrying out and just escaping the glove of Pearson. That's going to be extra bases for Stein as he's in standing up over at second.
Yeah, I think we got to give Stein a hit on that one.
And right on cue, it is going to be scored as a double. Grayson Doctor up next.
Matt Pearson tracked that thing all the way, just had to be a full-on reach and just couldn't quite reach it there at the end. And it did reach it, just that's a very tough play running on the run there.
Doctor 0 for 1 grounding out his first time up, and already a big chance here for the Bombers to try and get back into this one. They have a runner in scoring position with 0 outs. 0-1 from Thompson, and he fires it in for strike 2. Another quick 0-2 count. Thompson checking the runner from the stretch. Ooh, that one fouled off and taking maybe a piece of Doctor as he stays alive.
Yep, good 2-strike approach. Nick Thompson threw a good little curveball in there, and Doctor just fouled that thing off and hit him in the box to keep himself alive.
0-2, that one shot out towards the outfield, carrying out towards the gap as it's going to be caught by Almaris for out number 1.
Got that ball in quick, too. Nearly doubled him off there on second.
Instead, Stein will be held up over at second as it's 1 down for Jonah DeYoung. That one exploding off the bat of Doctor, but just right to Almaris out in right field.
Yeah, Almaris had to take about 5 steps over, had him spotted right in on where that ball was going to go.
DeYoung 1 for 1, singling up the middle his first time up as he takes the pitch for a ball. .1-0 from Thompson finds the zone. One pitch on the way. That one hit back over towards second, and a nice grab by Glazzo for out number 2.
That was a good swing there. Just unfortunate for the Bombers. All 3 of these at-bats this inning have been hit very hard. Just unfortunate. One gets lined out to Mason Almaris, and the next one right to Graham Glazzo.
Another tough break as it brings up Quinn Miller, who had a sacrifice bunt his first trip to the plate. Miller takes the first pitch for a ball. Bombers with 3 hits in this game. You feel like they could have probably 3 or 4 more.
Yes. They've been hitting the ball hard. It's just they're not finding that spots to drop down.
I know in the sport of soccer, there's a stat called expected goals where they calculate approximately how many a team would score in a given match, and you feel like if there's expected runs in baseball, the Bombers might be around 2 or 3 right now based off how they're hitting the ball. Count is at 3-0 to Miller. And he takes pitch for a strike. 3-1 the count. Thompson deals again. That one hit hard, and another hard hit over towards second, over to first, and a nice stretch as it's confirmed that he held on, and that's going to do it for the top half of the fourth. We're halfway through this one. Another hard hit out. The 4-3 ground out brings us to the bottom of the fourth, and due up it's going to be Jeremiah Doctor, Jorgen Swenson, and Graham Glazzo, the 7, 8, 9 for the Vikings. 4-0 your score as we're halfway through this one, and we'll be back with the start of the second half here on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. Wold, Certified Public Accountant, has you covered. From bookkeeping and financial reports to tax planning and preparation, individuals and businesses, he's here to help you achieve your dreams. Give him a call. Todd R. Wold, CPA, 701-356-1040. You can also visit wold-cpa.com. Best of luck to Kindred and both teams in today's game.
Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
All right, welcome back. About to start the bottom of the fourth inning as it's going to be Jeremiah Doctor, Jorgen Swenson, and Graham Glazzo leading things off, and they'll be facing off against a new pitcher out on the mound for the Bombers. As you can see, Joey Jagger warming up, coming in for Grayson Doctor. So Doctor's night is done on the mound after 3 innings of work, and we'll see what Jagger has in store. Here in a 4-0 ball game, the Vikings taking game 1, and off to a good start here, trying to take game 2 as well. Doctor 0 for 1, striking out his first time up, and he'll settle into the box as Jagger's warm-ups have concluded.
Yeah, if you're the Vikings here, you want to get a couple extra insurance runs going later into this game. You don't want to keep a team like the Bombers close. They've been hitting the ball sharply this whole game. Eventually, those balls are going to start finding some gaps, and they're going to start getting some runs here on the board. So if you're the Vikings, you want to kind of put this thing out of reach here.
First pitch of the game for Jagger as bunt is shown, and it's going to be taken, I believe. See what the official ruling is here. Second pitch on the way. That one tipped foul. Quick 0-2 count. Jagger's pitch, that one also tipped foul, and that one getting a piece of the catcher, Rorick.
Yeah, Rorick's taking a little bit of a beating out there.
Yeah. Always a tough and thankless job being that catcher.
Yes. If you make a mistake, you're going to hear about it, and if you do a great game, probably not going to hear about it.
0-2, high for a ball.
Kind of like a kicker in football.
Absolutely. And yet, perhaps no player, except for the pitcher, touches the ball more than the catcher in a given game. Go figure.
Or just like a center in football, you never want to hear your name called.
Absolutely, as that is going to be a strikeout for the first out of the inning.
When you do, it's never good.
Absolutely. Brings up Jorgen Swenson, who's 0 for 1, lining out his first time up.
That's his first strikeout. That brings up number 2, third baseman, Jordan Swenson.
Swenson, the number 8 hitter here for the Vikings. And he takes the first pitch, a fastball low. One 0 on the way, and that one hit hard on the ground over towards second. Charging in is Brigham, firing over to first. Nice play for out number 2.
The second out brings up number 7, second baseman, Graham Glazzo.
Graham Glazzo up next. Glazzo is 0 for 1, striking out in his first trip to the plate.
Good play by Brigham at second to get the second out.
Pitch on the way, and Glazzo takes for a strike. Jagger firing again. The 0-1 hit over towards third. Nice pick by DeYoung again, who fires over to first, and the throw is in time for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jagger coming in relief. No runs, no hits, no errors, no nothing. As we head towards the 5th, your score remains 4-0. The Vikings up on top over the Bombers, and we're back with more baseball in a moment on Magnitude.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
All right, welcome back. About to start the 5th inning of plays as going to be Landon Hale leading things off. Landon Hale, Christian Gomez, and Joey Jagger, the 3 scheduled to hit.
Left fielder, Landon Hale.
Hale is 0 for 1, reaching on an error in his first trip to the plate. For Nick Thompson, 47 pitches on the game, 11 balls and 36 strikes as he fires that one in for strike 1.
Yeah, very efficient attacking the strike zone Nick Thompson has been today.
Been keeping that pitch count low as the 0-1 is on the way, and that one missing for a ball. Count now at 1-1. Thompson winding up. Pitch taken for ball 2.
And right when I say that, he throws 2 straight balls. My bad, Nick. My bad, Nick.
2-1. That one catching the zone for strike 2, so maybe atoning for your jinx right there. Just a quick apology, and he finds the zone again. Here's the 2-2. That one is an off-speed pitch, dribbled over towards first. And the underhand toss is going to be in time for out number 1.
Yep, Max Opgren realized he had time after he bobbled that ball a little bit. Just a nice little flip over to Nick Thompson, and Nick Thompson does a great job fielding his position, running over to first base to cover for Max Opgren.
And that's something that they drill into you in those outfield drills pretty much from the moment you start playing this game, is you have to know exactly when and where to be.
Yep.
Thompson covering the bag for out number 1 as it brings up Christian Gomez, who's 0 for 1 lining out. Second pitch, Gomez lining out again.
That's what I mean, Eric. These Fargo Bombers kids are hitting the crap out of the ball right now. They're just not finding that gaps or finding those holes.
Another unfortunate break as it brings up Joey Jagger. Jagger, who is now out on the mound for the Bombers. He's 0 for 1 striking out. First pitch, and he swings through for strike one. And those corner infielders, especially for Kindred, have been able to snag a lot of those hard liners.
Yes.
0-1 taken for a ball. One line shot, and that one going to be grabbed in the hole by Glazzo, who fires over to first, and again another hard hit out. It's another 1-2-3 inning.
If I'm those Bombers hitters, I'm going to be getting very frustrated coming up here.
No runs, no hits, no errors, no nothing as you head towards the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-0. The Vikings on top over the Bombers. Back with more in a moment.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
And we're back. 4.5 in the books between the Bombers and the Vikings. 4-0 your score. Kindred up on top, as it's going to be the top of the order due up. Mason O'Maris, Matt Pearson, and Carter Schmitz. And Mason O'Maris has been absolutely red hot in the box. He was 3 for 3 last game, 2 for 2 in this one with 2 singles, and he'll lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. Final warm-up coming in from Jagger, as he will settle back out onto the mound for inning number 2 of relief pitching. Coming in for Grayson Doctor back in the previous inning. So here is O'Maris.
We have the Vikings, number 8, great fielder, Mason O'Maris.
First pitch of the at-bat, fired in for a strike.
Now let's see if Mason O'Maris can keep up his hot streak tonight.
Here's the 0-1. On the way, and O'Maris taking for strike 2. And you mentioned in a few previous at-bats, he's a very patient hitter waiting for his pitch. Here's an 0-2 count, and we'll see if O'Maris attacks.
Yep, he'll work this thing, I'd assume.
0-2, and he takes for a ball.
He's not really going to swing out of the zone. He's going to let that pitch come to him, and then he's going to jump on the pitch that comes to him. Looks like the outfield shading him into right field. That's a big gap there in left center.
1-2 on the way, and O'Maris takes for strike 3.
It's a good pitch on the outside corner there.
Jagger gets him looking for the first out of the inning, and for the first time today, the Bombers are able to get Mason O'Maris out.
Yes.
It brings up Matt Pearson. Matt Pearson 0 for 1. He has reached base both his times up. He's 0 for 1 walking and then reaching on an error. One down and the base is empty for him. Pitch on the way, a fastball taken low. One-0. That one swung on and popped up foul. Pearson back into the box.
Long time in between pitches here.
Probably the longest gap we've seen all day, as that one is taken for ball 2.
And Joey Jagger was just kind of looking in there. Didn't want to throw that ball quite yet.
Now with a 2-1 count to Pearson. Carter Schmitz in the on-deck circle as Pearson takes for ball 3. 3-1 pitch.
Ooh,
And that one got him. Pearson will take his base over at first.
That's one where you don't really like. You got 3 balls on you and then you get beaned.
Yeah. Would much rather just get a regular ball 4, but regardless, Pearson will reach base for the 3rd time today. As he will trot around the bag and settle back on. Maybe just walking it off a little bit, grabbing his leg.
Just rubbing it a little bit. You never rub it. You never rub it. But Matt Pearson's going to take that exception here, and he's going to rub that.
Carter Schmitz is 0 for 2, striking out and then flying out. Now he'll dig into the box. Now firing back over to first is going to be Jagger checking on the runner.
That's one as a base runner, you're not too happy with the pitcher there. He just beans you, and now he's going to try and pick you off.
First pitch of the at-bat on the way, and Schmitz swings through for strike 1.
Back up the middle, one. Back up the middle.
Now hitting the hour mark in this game. Local time 8:36 out in Kindred. Now another throw back over to first as Pearson slides back in. Jagger checking the runner. 0-1. That one taken for a ball, and now taking off for second is going to be Pearson. And he jogs in standing up. So now a runner in scoring position for Schmitz with a 1-1 count. Jagger's 1-1. That one missing the zone for ball 2.
Looks like he's playing with that patch there on the mound. Might become a little bit loose again.
2-1 to Schmitz, who takes high for ball 3. So first pitch a strike, then 3 straight balls to Carter Schmitz, who's looking at a 3-1 count with the cleanup man and pitcher Nick Thompson in the on-deck circle. And now
looks like we're going to get a little break in action here, and we're going to try and fix that mound up.
So there was some mound maintenance going on earlier on, and now they're going to take another look at it. Mentioned earlier, that turf mound out in the center of the infield. For those that tuned into the Dakota Fusion game yesterday, we saw some net maintenance. Both goals were being tended to there as they had some difficulties with the nets, and now we get to see the mound get taken care of. So a little bit behind-the-scenes glimpse at how they maintain these fields and all the amenities that come with it.
Yeah, it's something that's kind of been going for a little bit here in Kindred. Right there, that's where everyone plants as a pitcher, and those cleats are kind of ripping it up a little bit, and kind of created a hole. So if you put that foot in there without that little padding in there, not a very clean landing point for the pitchers, and that's where you can kind of get a little bit wild and not really start hitting your spots.
I'm curious, in your opinion now, it's a 3-1 count, a bit of a gap here between pitches. Who do you think that would benefit more, the hitter or the pitcher in this situation?
Well, the hitter, he's up in the count. He's probably just sitting on his one pitch regardless. So I think it's going to help the pitcher a little bit more, try and rein himself in, try and settle himself down. He wasn't really in his groove. It was 3 straight balls in a row. I think it might be him. And it's kind of a head game when you're pitching. It's just like all of baseball. You get that one, you step in it once, you step in it twice, you step in it 3 times. I'm like, if I step in this again, I know I'm not going to throw a strike. So I'm going to take this, and now you're going to get that confidence to where I'm going to plant cleanly here, and I'm going to throw that strike right in.
All right, well, there you have it. Some nice insight right there, and we'll see what exactly transpires in this next pitch, as it looks like they're still taking a look at it. And I believe looks like they have Gorilla Glue of sorts out on the mound as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we have any beads there to throw in there. I don't think Dan Nathan's here right now. He's out in Southwest Kindred, probably watching the game. Our main maintenance guy that keeps this field nice and pretty.
You can see just kind of bouncing around, trying to smooth it over a little bit.
Looks like he has that piece in, but it's not fully going in. Should we take a little break here, Eric?
I would say so. We'll be right back as they take care of the mound.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
And we're back. Mound has been fixed, and the pitch on the way and taken for strike two. So right on cue after the big break, Jagger able to fire in a strike, and this at-bat a whole lot more interesting now.
Yep.
Full count at 3-2. Looking for a big second out. As Schmitz is able to stay alive, fouling that one off. And in between pitches, you can see Jagger just sort of brushing it around a little bit. Yeah. Almost like an infielder on a dirt infield, trying to smooth the surface over to reduce those bad hops. Payoff pitch, survey says, popped up. Out in foul territory. On the run is Stein. And a nice catch for out number 2. And thank you for the assist right there. It can be a little hard to see with the way that this press box is set up.
Not quite like post 400 where you're used to, where you're right behind home plate. We're up down the first baseline here.
It's moments like this where I wish I was part giraffe and I could just crane my neck around and peek on what's going on. But it is caught by Stein out near foul territory for the second out of the inning, as Thompson will settle into the box and he takes the first pitch for ball 1. Thompson has been red hot at the plate. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 3 runs batted in. Thompson hitting that one hard on the ground over towards second. Fired over to first. Brigham over to Stein for out number 3, and that's going to do it here for the 5th through 5. Your score remains 4-0. As we take it towards the top of the 6th, it's going to be Aaron Dilger, Caleb Brigham, and Hudson Stein, the 3-2 up the 9, 1 and 2 hitters. After this, here on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
And we're back, top of the 6th, the penultimate inning of regulation, as Nick Thompson will settle back into the mound. Thompson with 57 pitches on the game, 15 balls and 42 strikes, as he faces off against the number 9 hitter, Aaron Dilger. Dilger is 0 for 1, striking out his first time up. Dilger, Brigham, and Stein, the 3 scheduled to hit. It looks like for the moment that the mound will not be an issue as the pitch comes in and is popped up very high out into foul territory.
Looks like that one's going to go foul.
And it goes out of play.
Number 13, center fielder, Arnie Dilger.
4-0 your score here in the top of the 6th. Kindred jumping out to a 2-0 lead in the first and then adding 2 more in the third. And those have been your only runs of the game thus far. 0-1 taken for a ball. One on the way. Bunt being shown, laid down over towards Thompson, who fires over to first. 4 out, number 1.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to get a little base hit bunt there, tried to catch the third baseman offline, but didn't put that ball down the line quite enough to Dilger. So Nick Thompson came and fielded his position and got that out.
That'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Caleb Brigham. Brigham, who's 0 for 2, grounding out and then striking out his last time up. And he takes the first pitch for ball 1. 1-0 on the way. Thompson kicking and firing as his pitch misses low for ball 2. 2-0 the count to the leadoff man. Thompson working quickly, firing again. In for a strike.
Yeah, I love the pace Nick Thompson is bringing right now. He doesn't take any time between pitches, and he just wants to go.
2-1. That one hit sharply over towards third. Nice pick. Firing over to first as Opgrand is able to keep his foot on the bag for out number 2. Swenson to Opgrand, and it's 2 outs here in the 6th.
The second out brings up number 21, first baseman Hudson Stein.
Hudson Stein up next.
2 quick outs here. Bombers are down to the last 4 outs of the game here.
Stein has been having a great game at the dish. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a double. The Bombers counting on him to come through here again. Taking the first pitch low for a ball. As you mentioned, yeah, only 4 outs remaining to make up that 4-run gap. 1-0. Taken for ball 2. Thompson firing again, and he gets him to swing for strike 1. Pitch on the way. That one hit hard out towards center field, drifting back, and that one over towards the wall. Stein is thinking extra bases as he gets his 3rd hit of the game, and he's in with a stand-up double. Hudson Stein continuing to hit the ball well. Yes. He's now 3 for 3.
2 doubles in a row for Stein.
And it brings up Grayson Doctor. So Doctor, who is the starting pitcher, will move over to being the designated hitter. Doctor 0 for 2, grounding out and flying out. He's got Stein over at second. And you get the sense that for the Bombers, they would really like to bring him home right here, as that one is hit through the hole, and that might do it, as he is going to be held up over at third. Base hit for Grayson Doctor, his first of the game. Runners on the corners now for Jonah DeYoung. And this is a very big at-bat right here. 2 on for DeYoung, who's 1 for 2, singling and then lining out. 2 down here in a 4-0 ball game, and it looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound here for Kindred. And if you were a fly on the wall there, what do you imagine they're saying right now out on the bump?
Just, hey, calm down. Just get the last out here. We're up 4. None of those runners on base right now really matter. Like to get them we would like to not let them get in, but just get outs 1 out at a time. Just get this last out, get back in the dugout, maybe get a little insurance runs, and just make your plays is the biggest thing. And maybe going over first and third coverage. I doubt Nate Walsh is going to do anything fancy here, down 4 runs, but going over some things and just saying, hey, calm down, get this last out, let's get back in the dugout.
For Nick Thompson, he's on 68 pitches on the game. Been a very efficient outing for him, and looking to get a big 3rd out right here in the 6th.
Yep. Yeah, just only had 68 pitches, so he's got a lot of pitches to go.
It's the cleanup man DeYoung in the box as he takes for ball 1. After that will be Quinn Miller.
Nick Thompson only had to pitch 2 pitches to get out of the last game. That ball.
Grounder over towards the middle of the infield and firing over towards second. And they get the force at second for a big 3rd out And that's going to do it for the top half of the sixth, as two are stranded and no come across, and your score remains 4-0. The Vikings up on top, and they're 3 outs away from closing it out. But we'll see what they have in store first with their bats, as it's going to be Opgrand, Clubundi, and Doctor, the 5, 6, and 7 scheduled to hit right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Jamie Swenson, Senior Associate with Park Company Realtors, will help you find the home you're really looking for in your real estate endeavors. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Selling or buying? Make that home run call to Jamie at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and the hometown rookies of tomorrow.
All right, back in action here, about to start the bottom of the sixth inning. Opgrand, Clubundi, and Doctor, the 3 scheduled hit against Joey Jagger, who's back out on the mound for another inning of relief pitching. 4-0 your score. The Vikings leading the Bombers as they look to close out and complete the sweep. They took game 1. That one a final score of 4-3. Now looking for another 4-run victory here in game 2. Opgrand is 0 for 2, flying out his first 2 times up. Once over towards short, and then once caught by the catcher. Jagger with 26 pitches on the game. Pitch on the way and in for a strike. 0-1. Here's the second pitch of the at-bat. That one is hard on the ground, and one getting by, and some jeers here out at the diamond.
He didn't like that one. That one might have been a little too hard for his taste over there at third. His dugout's giving him some hard times over there.
It's a quick 0-2 count on the way. That one's going to be taken for strike 3. Opgrand rung up for the first out of the inning. A 3-pitch Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Joey Jagger. Brings up Lucas Clubundi. Clubundi 0 for 2, flying out his first 2 times up. First pitch to Clubundi, and he takes for a strike. A 1 from Jagger. And that one hit over in our area, but dropping foul. And thank goodness that one was hit a little bit harder. I'd have had to swat it away from the camera. Another 0-2 count.
Yeah, it looked like that one just was off the hands of Lucas Clubundi's bat and jammed it foul.
Jagger kicks and fires. Fastball just missing for ball 1.
That's a close one there. It's a close take for Lucas Clubundi to not swing at.
Clubundi able to lay off on an 0-2 count, now 1-2. Pitch on the way, and that one taken for ball 2 to even the count.
Really gets him there. Worst thing you want to do when you're up in the count as a pitcher, you don't want to be in a guy. Deflates the whole team, puts a guy on base.
Count no even at 2. That one hit sharply over towards short. Nice play by Miller, firing over to first for out number 2.
There's been a lot of good plays out on this diamond tonight, Eric. Especially by the Bombers. They're getting these 1-hops, and then these Kindred kids are getting these 1-hops, and a lot of sharply hit balls, but both teams have been making very impressive plays.
Absolutely. Just goes to show the discipline out in the field. Only 3 errors combined between these two teams, and like you were saying, a lot of great plays as well. Jeremiah Doctor up next, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Bases empty and 2 down for him. First pitch, Doctor takes in for strike 1.
Yeah, another thing here, I'd just like to thank the sponsors for making this possible here out in Kindred. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible to bring in you some Legion baseball here in Kindred tonight.
0-1, and that one missing for a ball. And just to echo those statements, not to copy you, but yes, we are very thankful for those sponsors and always very appreciative of them helping us out and making this possible.
Yeah, for any broadcast we do, it's not possible without them.
That pitch taken for ball 2 to Doctor. I gotta say, this is my first time out here at Kindred this year, and it's been kind of nice to just hear some different ads and get a little bit of a change of pace.
Yep. Not listening to the same ones over and over.
2-1 on the way as that one is taken for ball 3.
I think you called that one a strike there, Eric.
Yes, he did. Jumping the gun there. It's 2-2. One catching the zone. Now Jagger 1 pitch away from ending the 6th. That one is hit hard, and that one carrying out towards the outfield for a base hit. 2-out hit for Jeremiah Doctor, his first hit of the game.
Single for Doctor. Number 2, third baseman,
Jorgen Swenson up next, who's 0 for 2, lining out and grounding out.
I think Almaris is talking to Nate Novak there. Connor Roland has courtesy ran for Nick Thompson tonight. So I don't think he is available to run for Jeremiah Doctor, even though Jeremiah Doctor is eligible for a courtesy runner. But the Vikings only have 1 player on the bench, so they can't courtesy run for 2 different players.
There you go. Some nice insight right there, as I actually just learned that now. So learn something new every day as that pitch is going to be fouled off. And charging air to the coach right there as that'll go down as strike 1.
Always fun to jeer a little bit. Those kids in the dugout, always fun. Coaches jeer at them all the time, trying to get them better, and now they get to return the favor out there.
They do always say baseball is the sport of camaraderie as the 0-1 comes in, and it finds the zone for strike 2. There are very few places that are more fun on this earth than a dugout,
yes,
especially when you're winning. Oh, 2. That one taken for a ball.
There's another close pitch there.
Jagger looking to get out of the inning. Count at 1-2. That one taken low to even the count at 2. Another 2-2 with 2 down. Jagger deals and he finds the zone for strike 3. A Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Joey Jagger, and that's going to do it for the 6th. As we turn it back over to the Bombers, and the Bombers need 4 runs to keep this game going. Quinn Miller, Landon Hale, and Christian Gomez, the 3 to up the 5, 6, and 7. And we'll see if they have a rally in them, or if the Vikings can close it out. Good finish upcoming here. Top of the 7th up next on Magnitude Sports, and we'll be right back.
Jamie Swenson, Senior Associate with Park Company Realtors, will help you find the home you're really looking for in your real estate endeavors. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Selling or buying? Make that home run call to Jamie at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and the hometown rookies of tomorrow.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local running store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
All right, so we're back. About to start the top of the 7th inning. It's going to be Miller, Hale, and Gomez, the three scheduled to hit against Nick Thompson, who's looking to finish what he started. Thompson with 70 pitches on the game and looking to close this one out, looking for a complete game victory. Miller is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt and then a ground out his last time up. And the lefty will dig into the box to start off the 7th. For the Bombers, 3 outs to play with to try and get 4 runs as Miller swings at the first pitch and sends it towards the outfield, charging in and making the catch for out number 1 is going to be Klobundi.
Klobundi made that play look way too easier than it was. That's a tough play coming in and to your left making that play, and the Klobundi makes it look easy out there in left field.
1 pitch, 1 out. Peak efficiency for Nick Thompson. It's now 1 down for Landon Hale. And Hale takes the pitch for a strike. It's been peak efficiency all game long for Thompson.
Yes.
0-1. Ooh. That one looked to be tipped foul.
Ooh, might have catch Novak there. Jeremiah Doctor's going to walk it out. Give Novak a breather behind the plate.
You could hear that one from up here. So those two will just maybe have a word or two. Pat on the head there. Give the umpire a chance to cool down. Count is at 0-2 to Hale. Only an hour 24 into this one. Another quick moving game. As we just hit 9 o'clock out in the Central Time Zone. Oh, 2. That one tipped foul.
Good 2-strike approach.
Thompson fires again. And he misses outside with a ball. 1-2. Thompson's pitch taken for ball 2.
Now you go get him.
2-2 on the way. That one flared foul. And heads up there as that one looked to almost hit the golf cart that's parked over there.
No, it's not mine. Not mine. Park right behind the dugout.
Another 2-2 and another foul ball. 4 foul balls in this at-bat by Landon Hale. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat upcoming. And
Great
it's taken.
by Hale.
Taken for ball 4, and Hale will walk.
25, right fielder, Christian Gomez.
Christian Gomez up next. He's got 1 on and 1 down.
Yeah, don't really have to worry about that runner on first. Oh, is he coming back?
Actually,
that's what I thought too. I had a 2-2 count.
so it will, in fact, be ball 3. Is he will settle back into the box. I had 2-2 on my phone, but missed a couple earlier, so I just kind of assumed that I was wrong again. But instead,
full count now.
Is going to be a 3-2 full count.
Fouled
that
off
one
again.
is going to be fouled off. Thompson's payoff pitch and another foul ball.
This is a great at-bat being put together by Hale right now.
This next pitch will be pitch number 10 of the at-bat, if my counting is correct. And it's hit hard on the ground over towards second. Firing over to first. Glazzo to Opgrand for out number 2. And just like that, the Vikings are 1 out away from the sweep. Christian Gomez settling in, and it's the last chance here for the Bombers. Gomez 0 for 2, lining out twice, both towards Swenson over at third. First pitch, and he hits it foul. Thompson's 0-1, taken for a ball. 1-1 on the way. Taken for ball 2. Two-1 to Christian Gomez. He watches it go by for ball 3. Bombers not going down without a fight.
Nope.
3-1 in the zone for strike 2. Just like that, a full count with the game on the line. And he got him.
He gets him.
Got him for strike 3, and there's your ball game. Nick Thompson with a complete game victory in your final score on Magnitude Sports, 4-0. The Kindred Vikings completing the doubleheader sweep over the Post 2 Bombers. 4-3 in Game 1, 4-0 in Game 2, and that's going to do it here from Kindred. Any final thoughts, Nick, here before we sign off?
No, we usually give out a runnings player of the game, and I think it's pretty obvious who we want to give it to, Eric. Not sure we didn't converse about it, but a runnings player of the game here out in Kindred, I think we got to give it to Nick Thompson.
Absolutely. He was demolishing at the plate. He was a menace on the mound, and he got the job done both ways here for Kindred here in their 4-0 victory. And I'd have to agree with you. Nick Thompson, your runnings player of the game.
Yes. Other than that, I thought it was a great night, and very fun to be out here. Now we got the sirens going off.
Yeah, oh man. That was coming in loud and surprising, but as the players shake hands, I think that's our cue to sign off here.
Yes.
A doubleheader sweep for the Vikings. Once again, your final score, one final time, 4-3 Game 1, 4-0 Game 2, and for Nick Eggman, I'm Eric Teoxon here with Magnitude Sports. We'd like to thank you for tuning in today from wherever you may be, and I hope that each and every one of you had as much fun watching these games as we had doing them. Until next time, hope to see you all again soon, and have a great night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.